Good afternoon, everyone. My name is the Lord Otter, and welcome to our latest episode of Dark Augment. Ignore the man behind the screen and the writings on the wall. That is quite literally Billy Bob Sack's fault. How is everybody doing tonight?
No, it's not.
Fantastic.
I'm trying not to crack up and cough.
My systems are ready to
My
go.
body is ready.
Oh, really now?
My
Okay.
systems are ready
Got
to
giant
go.
mechs.
My body is ready.
I showed up
Oh.
already worn out. That sounded
my
worse
God.
than I meant it.
Nails is on two.
What,
cups of
Wrangler, were you
Joe.
hanging out with Otter before this?
Fuck you. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, you found.
I'm
out
gonna
you
go
like
down the
Otter,
list here,
you-
and then we're gonna start our game for tonight. Nikolai, how are you doing? How is Luther doing, by the way?
Oh, Luther is fine. He spent the last week investigating artificial organ factories. He is trying to figure out where the replicants are constructed.
That sounds like something Luther would do, which is also the perfect response. And you also just blew up a fucking nuke about a week ago in game time. All right. Next up, Rondo. How are you and Nails doing?
I am doing pretty good, just dealing with the snow here in Wisconsin. So there's that. But Nails is doing fine. He's same old with him. Throwing money around, playing headlining shows, doing his
Oh
thing.
yeah, for sure. In fact, your latest concert isn't too far off from happening, so that is something for Rondo, for Nails to look forward to, definitely.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Trippy Soul. How's Richard B. Bigger doing?
Richard caught something when he was down at the bunker, so he's getting over sickness. So his voice may sound a little raspier than usual tonight.
It's all of that hive parasite nonsense. It's really bad for the immune system, you know?
Yeah, and he's been laying low from debt collectors.
Yeah, they've gone suspiciously quiet, you know? It's been really weird.
And Richard doesn't like that.
So
Next up.
what you're saying is Richard was down with the sickness.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Richard did not get bigger. Stormcrow. How is Johnny Come Lately doing?
My systems have been recovering since the bunker, and I have been investigating my new party members, as I like to call them. I made sure that my business associates, Mr. Dyson being one of them, got to his group safely, and I have been doing some further research into the bunker along with the data. And currently, I wish to see more information concerning my associates.
All right. Billy Bob Sack. How is Foxy?
She's been just chilling and surveying the Coyote Desperados. Their
Yeah.
hideouts, I mean, members they got. About it.
Perfect. Yeah, and from what you can tell, you know that the Desperados are definitely within Nexus City, though a lot of their activity is getting less and less frequent lately, which is weird considering what you've been seeing in a lot of the news lately. Wrangler, how is Ricochet?
He's kind of okay. Finished off the last job and spent the last week kind of a bit of a odd mental spot. He's kind of aimless lately. But maybe having been working with this group a couple of times, he might be starting to find something to kind of center his focus on. But
Wait.
you know,
You have
What?
not been taking care of your pet rock in a box?
no, I had to get rid of that. The thing kept pissing all over the carpet.
You monster!
I have a
Yeah,
lot
but,
of questions.
Yeah, he's been kind of restless, but nothing holds his interest. He's kind of like a little lost. However, I think what could help him out a bit is a freshen up of the coffee. So I'm going to help him out with that. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get him a coffee.
Bye.
Oh, perfect timing. Last but not least, Ultimate Kahuna, or better yet, Rumpa Dyson. how is Rumpa?
Hey man, I've been doing good. I got a girlfriend, then we broke up. And I went on a death spiral, got drinking for a couple nights, got a new girlfriend, but then we broke up, again.
All in a week?
Oh yeah, no man, I've been busy, hombre.
That last fight got really violent. I had to break it up.
I've been working for the Not Gang for a while, trying to find ways to bring in revenue again. You know what I'm saying, Holmes?
We've been developing a plan together for a while.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and
I tried to get him and his new dude to go on a double date, but they weren't into it.
We have other things to do.
yeah, Rumpa. So pretty much, Rumpa has been spending some time away with you all, as you all have kind of temporarily gone your separate ways. But it seems like a similar contract has kind of brought you all back together, especially with rumors of a new and quite experimental mech being beta tested over at Summit Inc. So where you all are right now is within Mama Lisa's diner. Kind of like thinking back over everything that happened this prior session, this last week, the nuke that went off, you're all's kind of like tunneling down into the Hanover Military Complex where you fought different varieties of hive creatures, these quite horrific like monstrosities that were once humans being infected by this extraterrestrial virus. And as you all kind of went down into the bunker deeper and deeper, along with a Foundation member called Mia, along with a few mercenaries, Mia ended up dying at the hands of Rumpa and Foxy after a little bit of a scuffle. But thankfully, you, Johnny, were able to save her memory core. And there was also a bit of a conundrum going on with the head of this hive mind parasite called Harold. And shortly after, where he was fused to a gigantic ICBM, the entire base pretty much blew up into quite the radioactive shroud, shall we say. And since then, kind of like making your way back to the city, narrowly avoiding any signs of radiation poisoning, life has gone back to a rather heated semblance of normality. So with that, you know that it seems like a lot of the actual radiation seems to be blowing away from you all, and that a lot of mega corporations are kind of in a heated state trying to get that whole situation under control without any lingering effects within the mega city itself. But you all are within Mama Lisa's diner, just kind of like this quaint little side diner, just kind of like the eternally night city, just kind of like perched out in front of you. And you're pretty much just all gathering around as this is a meeting place, coffee in hand, waitresses just kind of like circling to and fro. So with that, Luther, what are you doing? I'm going to go down the list, ask what each of you guys are doing.
Are we sitting on a table? At a table?
It's up to you. What is Luther doing in this moment?
I'm standing in a corner, surveying the room, one eye on the front exit, and I check under the table if there's a bomb.
From what you can see, there are no bombs, thankfully. The lizard men haven't gotten to you yet. Not yet.
Yet.
All right, Nails. What is Nails doing?
Nails has Nails is chowing down on a couple of fried eggs over easy with a cup of coffee in hand, and he's talking to he got a booth for everyone and is trying to talk to everyone just to catch up over the week of being apart.
All right. So deduct about 14 credits from your account, just where you got the food for yourself. But
Okay.
yeah, perfect. The diner itself is a little bit dirty, a little bit dingy, but you your whole group, along with a few others, are kind of like keeping this place company. Next up, Richard B. Bigger. What is Richard doing? And this
He's munching on
background is
hamburger
getting a
fries and,
little out of control.
yeah, you guys calm down. Jeez.
Stop blaming.
My
Your rose
eyes.
bush grew wild.
Look at the color clash.
Yeah.
Ugly colors. Choose better colors.
No, that looks like Dunkin' Donuts.
He's munching on the hamburger fries,
Orange and pink.
Coke, and I'm assuming we're waiting for our like contact for this mission to like arrive here.
So you
So
all
he's
were
kinda
actually
eyeing
given
room
the
for,
destination. This is your actual destination is going to be over at the Summit Inc. warehouse. So right now, this is pretty much like all of you reconvening into this diner before setting out. Let's see. Is Richard doing
okay.
anything else, or is he just kind of like chowing down?
Oh, he's just chowing down. He's stuffing his face.
All right. So take away about 10 credits just for the meal. Pretty simple.
Cool.
Johnny. What is Johnny come lately doing as he's kind of like entering in this tavern, not tavern setting, what am I saying? Diner, and rejoining the group after a week.
Well, when Johnny comes into the diner, you guys notice that he has somewhat cleaned up better. He has new chrome, better holograms are coming out of his hand that he is typing away, calculating numbers and deals and new data that he's acquired. And as he enters the diner, he scans everyone that's inside. And I'm scanning you guys again and your food. So do I roll a scan check? To make sure no one's poisoned.
Go ahead and roll me a notice check.
See, all right. Notice?
Yep.
All right. All right. Hold on. Okay. Did it go through?
I'm not seeing it. Try doing it again.
Nothing?
Yeah, there is nothing.
It is way too early for this. Okay, sorry.
Maybe we should
My
have tested this
mistake.
before playing it. Ah, there we go.
There we go.
What again?
All right. Success with a raise. All right. So as you're kind of like scanning everybody and all of their food, you don't see any poison, but your sensors are able to pick up a tiny sliver of some object within Richard's food that he is eating. It seems to be at the very bottom of his fries that he is currently devouring. It seems to be a tiny rolled up slip of paper.
If Nails allows me, I would like to sit down next to him.
Oh yeah, come, Johnny, right over here, over here. Come on, I saved a seat for you.
And with that, we'll go on to Foxy. What is Foxy doing as she's just kind of like bursting her way through the door? It's very much just kind of like a quaint diner setting.
Is there a jukebox?
Yes, there is a jukebox.
All right, she orders a coffee and then goes to pick out a song on the jukebox.
Okay. That's going to be 3 credits for the coffee. And for the jukebox, it is 2 credits to put on a song. It seems to be several playlists divided up by genre. What is Foxy feeling?
Country.
Country? All right. The jukebox selects a random song off the country list. And yeah, the whole diner just fills up with the sound of Alan Jackson singing off in the background.
Oh, I was assuming 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton.
Well, that's up next. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of Dolly Parton on that playlist. As you soon find out, as you kind of begin with your conversation or continuing. Let's see. Ricochet. What is Ricochet doing?
He is just kind of... There's like a counter area with stools, right?
Right. Where you all are kind of like gathering up is sort of like this great roundabout booth area.
Okay, then I'm just sitting at the booth, sipping the coffee, waiting.
All right. Perfect. And
How many credits do I take off for that coffee, by the way?
that would be 3 credits for the coffee.
Better be good coffee.
It's decent from what you're tasting. It's all right.
Cool.
And last but not least, your final companion rolls right through the door, Rumpa Dyson. How is Rumpa doing?
He's good, man. He's going over to the owner of this restaurant to see if there's any services that can be exchanged between the gang and his fine establishment.
Oh, before he does that, I message Roompa privately. Foxy's here. Be subtle.
I give him the thumbs up with both hands.
I give him a you got this nod.
Man, Foxy just sees both of y'all do this.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, but now you all are together, kind of like seating at this dining area table. You know your mission before you. It's all the way over at Summit Inc., sort of like in the whole strip area there, where a lot of the mega corporations are located. The
You
address
want to
is.
hire us again after that?
This is kind of a contract that you all have sort of like jumped on and accepted. So you all should be getting 15,000 credits per person upon completion of this. And you know just enough that your task is to escort this experimental mech, who is apparently being developed by Summit Inc.
Hey, man, when's our contact going to get here?
I think we have to go there. We're not at Summit yet, right, Otter?
No. You're pretty much a couple of miles away, so it isn't too far anyway. Just a short walk, really.
All right, well, as soon as everyone's done eating, I say we head over and get this over with.
Hey, come on, Dick. You done eating, brother?
Does Richard notice the paper that's at the bottom of the fries?
Give me a notice check. I mean, you do eventually find it, just kind of like eating your way through the fries. So, after about a couple of minutes, no need for the check actually. After a couple of minutes, you end up coming across this small little slip of paper, and Johnny is clearly eyeing it too. Inside is, it says just kind of like in simple lettering, 5,000 up front.
Oh. I motion for whoever's holding the paper to put it on the table so I can do an investigation on it. Can I do that?
What are you trying to investigate?
Handwriting, anything that can give me a clue of what did this person want.
The note itself seems to be
Richard just kind of
enough.
sees it real quick, chuckles, and just puts it in his trench coat for now.
Yeah, and you don't notice anything more, Johnny. It seemed to be in printed letters. There wasn't any signs of handwriting to it, but you can't see any more of it because Richard has already put it in his pocket, just sort of nonchalantly.
Wait, didn't Nails was the one that had it?
It was Richard.
Oh, never mind then. Sorry.
Yeah. It said 5,000 up front.
Yep, 5,000 up front.
All right, Holmes,
All right,
what are we
and with
waiting
that,
for?
Richard
Let's get
kinda-
out of here.
Yeah, man, I'm done. Let's go. I'm ready good now. Waddles out of his booth. It's his fat
Jesus,
ass up.
man,
and
you gotta
sits
take it
down.
easy on
Start
that.
heading over there.
All right.
Oh
As
man,
you
that was
all-
a great burger. I love this place. I come here all the time.
It is a pretty good diner,
Place to
all
meet up.
things considered. Coffee is mediocre, but the food is good.
Man, you should consider wrapping that thing in lettuce. Save on the calories.
Yeah.
I have a
YOLO,
feeling
man.
that I have a feeling that he will burn it off this mission.
All
Hey,
right.
you think
Well, I
that?
hope we have like 3 of these missions in a row.
Well, as you all begin
Right.
making your way outside into the city streets, you immediately spot two shadowy figures kind of like lurking within the shadow, just kind of like off to the side of one of the street lamps. One of them seems to have kind of like glowing eyes peering right in your direction. Their arms seem to be idly moving, though you're not sure what they're dealing with.
Investigation or scan, if I may.
Give me a notice check.
All
Okay.
of us.
All of us, or just them?
All of you.
Damn it. For some reason, my character sheet is blank. Okay, never mind.
It may just
Wait,
be
what
the
are
internet.
down? What are we doing?
You're rolling a notice roll.
I'm forgetting how to make the roll.
So pull up your character sheet,
I got it.
and under there, it should you should be able to see your skill for notice, and just click on it.
Oh, found it.
I succeeded with a raise.
All right, it looks like you all are succeeding.
All right. Also, remember that when you bring up your character sheet, you can just double click it, and it'll just put it in like your name over it. You can easily click on it to open it back up.
Yeah, not one of you failed. So each of you all who are just kind of like coming along, you see, despite the shadows, you can still make out the form of kind of like two gang members. One of them seems to be just kind of like brandishing a spiked baseball bat, whereas the other is just kind of like idly keeping one hand in his pocket, just giving you a very sly look. After a second, they both start to make their way over. Another thing you immediately notice is that their attire isn't too dissimilar from that of Rumpa.
I would like to ready my guns.
I give a private message to everyone. Let's see if they talk first. As I pull out my shotgun, slowly.
All right.
I step forward between everyone and them.
I
Comfortable.
ready my guitar.
All right. They address you first, Rumpa. One of them just goes, "Stand aside, Rumpa. This is business. This is strictly business between us and Richard."
Hey, Holmes, I no disrespect, but you're on my turf, and on my turf, he's under my protection. If you want to speak to him, you can wait until we're done with our current task. Otherwise, step off, hombre.
Normally we'd understand, but this is strictly boss's orders. Richard has got to pay up.
I step up right next to Roomba. Gentlemen, really consider your odds.
All right.
That's when
go
Richard
ahead.
steps into. Yeah, you might want to listen to him. You're a little outnumbered right now. Tell your boss he's gonna get the money. I'm getting another job that's gonna pay really, really well, but it's gonna be a minute. Or you could take your chances with all of us.
All right. So Stormcrow.
Can I do like an
Go
intimidation roll? Can I do intimidate?
Yeah. Either you or Stormcrow can give the intimidation roll. It's gonna have to be one of you, not both.
Oh boy.
Who has the better stat?
Oh, let me see what's my intimidation at here actually. D4 plus
And
minus
To be
2.
clear, Otter, are these members of my gang?
Yes, they're both members of the Desperados.
I have a D4 -2. Do I
My
put
spirit's at
-2 on modifier?
D6.
Or
Well, what's your
just leave it
spirit?
like that?
What's your spirit at? What's your spirit at?
My spirit?
Yes.
My spirit is D6.
Same. It's gonna be the same, I think. Well, I was the one talking, so I think Richard should be the one that's intimidating.
Okay. And give me a +2 bonus on top of that.
Oh, I didn't do a +2.
That's a failure with a negative.
Can I
one.
reroll?
No, that's a succeed. That's a succeed because if you add +2, that'd be a 5 because you rolled a 3 and a 1.
Yeah, that is true technically.
There you go.
So we'll just count that as a succeed.
Can I
let's
just
see.
shoot them?
Thanks.
No,
Hey, Luther, watch yourself, hombre.
I mean,
we are saving that
That's
for
up
the
to the
mission,
DM.
my friend. Hold it
I'm
for the
almost certain they are replicants.
Hey, man, they're my
mission.
bud.
I will scan them right now
What
make
are you
sure.
scanning for?
To make sure they are not replicants, to calm Luther down.
Well, go ahead and make me a low key investigation roll with a -2 penalty.
Yes, sir.
But as you're doing that, they both kind of eye Rumpa and primarily you, Richard, and they go, "All right, you've got 2 days to pay up. If you can't pay up by then, we'll be back."
Negative. Wait, what?
Yeah, all right, buddy. Sure. See you
The
around.
one to his
Tell your
side
boss I
just
said hi.
keeps, like
Otter.
keeps handling his bat as they give a curt nod to Rumpa. What are you about to say?
I slip them 50 credits and say, "Hey, go into that diner and enjoy the benefits of the establishment. See if you can continue negotiations on my behalf."
Man just kind of looks at you. He's like, "Thanks, Rumpa. You know we can always count on you." Kind of bumps you in the shoulder just a little bit. Says, "Cheers, man." And both of them walk into the diner.
See, senors.
Yeah, sorry to bring you into that, Rimpa. These assholes, you know.
It's okay, English. It's okay, hombre. Just don't wait too long, otherwise it'll be me coming for your ass.
Yeah, I'm good for the money after this mission and some gambling and
We.
more gambling.
There is actually a proposition I want to give you, but let's be in a safer area first. Is that all right?
Who are you talking to, Stormcrow?
Richard.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk later on this, huh, Detective Lady? How about we go on for the contact point right now?
Yep.
All right. While that is going on, Nails, Foxy, and Ricochet, and Luther, what are the four of you doing?
I'm just heading to the destination.
Okay.
Hold on, I thought we were all standing there for this together.
Right. You all
I'm
are.
pretty sure Foxy just kept walking.
I'm mostly just asking what the rest of you all are doing as kind of like everybody's talking through this.
Oh, I'm just paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. I was just kind of standing by, and if they were going to get out of hand, I was going to step up and ask if everything's cool. But it's kind of moot point now, so I guess we could head to the place. And it's probably a good idea we all take a good look around as we go, seeing how we already had a couple of fools come up and try and start an issue. Let's make sure we don't have any other tails.
All right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so as you begin kind of like making your way towards the whole district where all of the mega corporations are located, you just kind of like pass along the nighted streets. So yeah, as usual, crime is pretty rampant in these parts of the city. Well, most of the city that isn't home to the megacorps. And it's just pretty uneventful, all things considered. That said, you can still see other gang members and thugs just kind of like wandering the streets. A few low-key crimes happening as you pass by. Eventually, though, you kind of make your way into the better patrolled part of the district, where you eventually come to a pretty large building with the wide, pretty large letters saying Summit Inc. And kind of like going around to the side as per your instructions. There is kind of like a small warehouse section that you can see. There's a keypad at the front, and there is also a just kind of like what seems to be a rather innocuous looking engineer, just kind of like looking one way and the other. He's like, "Oh, I see that all of you have finally made it. Well, go ahead and speak with Trevor inside. He'll give you the real briefing on your job." He just kind of like scans a key card, opens up the door for you.
I would like to do two things if possible. One, what role would let me know what information I would know about Summoner Corporation? And two, I would like to scan this gentleman to see if he's a cyborg.
Well, from what you can see, the man seems to be pretty human. We're not going to need to roll for you to tell that he's a human. What else are you trying to find out about him?
The Summit Corporation. What does Johnny know about them?
All right. You would probably have to make a smarts roll to see what you know about Summit Inc.
All right. Give me a minute. All right, that was a D8. Why did I fail?
Sometimes it's just a bad roll.
Okay, never mind then. I don't know shit.
Yep.
So Johnny doesn't know anything. Rumpa and Foxy, both of you at least, know at least the basics about Summit Inc. So Summit
Wow,
is pretty well kind of like a rather militaristic corporation, kind of like a research facility that deals with the latest weaponry for military purposes, especially used by the whole kind of like governing body of Nexus City itself. More or less kind of like its police force in a sense. Foxy, with the Rays, you would know enough that they are primarily the manufacturers of a lot of the patrol bots that wander the city, intercepting crimes and such.
Ed 209.
Yeah, they're basically at 209s. That's what most patrol bots are.
Like kind of like RoboCop, but all robotic.
Yes, they're more kind of like humanoid-looking at 209s. A lot of them carry like heavy artillery, very capable of wiping out any crime members who are caught within the crime. So whenever a patrol bot comes along, it's usually bad business. Even criminals will try and keep a low profile.
That is Game Master speak for don't piss them off, you'll die easily.
Yes, pretty much.
I'll bet you there's probably a nice little underworld business of a few people who specialize in taking out patrol bots.
But we are not one of them, are we?
No, I guess we're here to keep one in one piece.
I just walk in.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Gonna go see Trevor.
Richard's on his way there.
Let's go get the details on the assignment.
If I'm allowed, I don't know what role I can use to like scan the building to see if like I don't know hidden object or like a market, like a shop, whatever I can see.
Okay, go ahead and give me a notice roll just as you're walking along. So with the rest of you kind of like stepping into this place, you see pretty much this wide open inner warehouse filled with a lot of kind of like mechanics and engineers just kind of like swarming themselves around these gigantic like robotic figures standing well at probably like 18 feet tall. They are rather humongous and bulky. You've seen them a few times before wandering the streets, but all of these seem to be inactive, or at least most of them. There's a few, one or two that are wandering the places. You eventually come across the man at the back, man you presume to be a person called Trevor. He just kind of like hails you over. He's like, "So I see you all made it in one piece. It's perfect timing because Havoc here is ready for a test run. If you need more details on the job that you all need to carry out, just let me know."
I succeeded in my role.
You can see that the whole place is filled with different bits of equipment, but there are no shops that you can tell.
Okay.
Havoc, huh? It's pretty beefy thing. I think we need a lot of details on the mission. Where's she got to go?
Right. So Havoc is our latest model in the patrol bots. He is pretty experimental and something that we're actually trying to do to help improve our interception of crime throughout the city. You see, one of our biggest problems with patrol bots as of the moment is distinguishing between innocence and actual crime, learning how to detect lies and such. As such, we are trying to figure out how to program proper ethics into our models. Havoc here, he just kind of like rattles the metal along its chest, is our prototype. It is up to you to guide him throughout the different parts of the city uh, and do proper tests to make sure that he can distinguish between right and wrong. And
Oh yeah, no, I got that covered. I can
Where's his
definitely
weak-
help you with that.
Johnny
Oh,
raises his
we are
hand.
the perfect people for the job.
Yeah, hold on.
perfect.
Johnny raises his hand to the air and is like waiting for the man to notice him raising his hand.
He eventually just points over to you. He's like, "Yeah, you. What do you need?"
First off, is it possible to interface with him? I do not believe us shouting at him from our distance would be beneficial for him for his learning program.
I agree. That was going to be my next question. How do we shut him down if he goes a little wonky?
Well, we do have a failsafe in mind. It's more of a remote power switch that is pre-programmed into Havoc himself. I can give you all the code that you can simply just send his way through your augments. Simply shout
Yes,
the code word,
please.
and he'll be
And that's the first
deactivated.
thing we're testing.
Also, to test his ethics profile, can he carry me like a babe, like a victim of a fire, so I don't have to walk around the entire city?
It is technically possible that he can carry you, but
Okay, good.
that's not exactly what he's been pre-programmed for.
Oh,
We
so
are
he's gonna
trying
be
to
rescuing
test the
people from
limits
burning buildings?
of robotics here. You cannot stop us.
No, hold on. What kind of weaponry does he have available, and how do we prevent them from turning them against us?
Prevent. Who are you referring to when he's saying prevent from turning them against us?
But sorry, I mean, Havoc doesn't turn his guns on us. How would he prevent that?
Well, that would be the safe word now, wouldn't it? Well, it would simply be let's see. It would simply be equilibrium. That would be the safe word for
Where's the
turning off
weakest
his
point
systems.
on his armor in case the none of your codes work and we have to put him down?
That would be along the head area, specifically the back of the head. That's where all his primary circuitry is located.
Is
I
it
would
possible
like to place 2 EMP grenades at the back of his head. Of its head.
You gotta climb, dude.
Are you doing that in front of him?
Like right, like
Yes.
right in front of him.
Well, you
Sneaky,
begin to
sneaky.
move forward. He just holds up his hand. He's like, "Wait a second. What are you doing?"
Installing reinsurance.
Yeah, I'm not exactly buying it. See, part of the job is we are trying to keep our hardware at ship-shape level. This is for beta testing, and if he sustains a few scratches along the way, that's no big deal. But we want to make sure that Havoc remains intact whenever he gets back to us.
Final question from Johnny. What are precisely the percentage of damage that Havoc can sustain for us to consider this a success? And this is more important for me, well, for us, how do we prevent Havoc from being hacked from the outside?
So you're asking how much damage he can sustain.
Yes.
Well, he just kind of looks at you. He says, "Well, first of all, Havoc can take quite a few punches before he's seriously in danger of malfunctioning, let's just say. He's probably most vulnerable to large explosives, but the amount of criminals and gangs within The city have surprisingly few of those, so I don't think that would be too much of a problem. As for hacking,
Yeah, they don't
he
have
comes
explosives
with-
because Luther bought them all.
He comes with the greatest firewall software that we have. It's next to impossible to truly hack into his systems.
Johnny just keeps his mouth shut, doesn't say anything.
Okay.
All right, well, where do you think we should bring him first? I think we should bring him to the death races and teach him the unethical ways of gambling. Yeah, unethical ways of gambling.
That might not be the best idea right now. Maybe
Why
later.
wouldn't that be the best idea?
We should take him to the
We
richer
have
district, the
checked
more
all the-
patrolled districts, and start handing out tickets for jaywalking. It just seems right.
We should bring him to the diner.
First of all, I would like a list of Havoc's armaments.
Yeah,
All right.
Yes.
He's
let's
just-
do it. Why not?
Yeah. So Trevor just kind of looks
You
at
want to
you.
make sure he's cool around normal people.
He says, "Well, Havoc likes to keep most of his armaments rather discreet, but I can go ahead and list them off for you. For one, he's quite capable on a strength level. You don't want to get caught within a bear hug by these arms for sure. He also has a mounted turret gun that can go in and out at his own protocols. And on top of that, there is a guided missile launcher along the other shoulder.
Jeez.
Just
Look,
one.
I'm looking
many
at
missiles?
the Havoc. How large is this thing exactly?
18 feet.
Holy guacamole!
It is huge.
It's just like my dad back home.
Let's go.
Does Havoc
Trevor
have
looks
an
at you. He's
artificial-
like, I don't want to meet your dad then.
Does Havoc have an artificial intelligence?
I was wondering that myself.
Yes,
have to,
let
yes,
me go
ethics.
ahead and activate him for you. That way you can get a real feel for
Yeah, is
who
he
Havoc
sentient?
is. Havoc, equilibrium. And then all of a sudden you can see just kind of like a stir of movement along with the low whirring of machinery going on underneath Havoc's surface. The large robot just kind of like clanks with a metallic screech as he comes to life, taking one gigantic step forward then another.
I look over at Storm at Johnny and say, "Hey, Tin Man, is that what you're going to be when you grow up?"
Johnny is in awe. He's not paying attention to anyone. He is looking directly into Havoc as he moves.
Roompa looks over at
Like
Johnny's
that.
waistline and says, "Hey man, put it away. Calm down."
Havoc looks around and just mutters in kind of like this warbling metallic voice, "Scanning for threats, scanning for crimes, 0% crimes detected." And Trevor just goes, "Hold up there, Scout. These guys are going to be showing you around the city. They're your guides for the next couple hours." The robot just kind of like looks towards Trevor and back to you.
Johnny,
You just hear, "Lead onward.
Johnny,
Havoc will follow."
if possible, I don't know if this is going to make any sense. Johnny wants to, in electric, say hello. Like directly interface with him and say, "Hey, my name's Johnny. I'm a friend."
There,
I don't know what role I need to do for that, but that's what I want to do.
technically you can't do that. That is something that Johnny cannot do. You can try speaking remotely with him through your augmentation, but you're still physically speaking.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yes.
And I simply want to say, you are impressive.
Havoc just looks towards you, and doesn't say anything in reply.
Johnny doesn't have anything to say. He's dumbstruck. He's never seen a machine this up close.
All right, so Richard turns to
Shall we?
Foxy. Where do you think we should lead the big guy first? I don't know if we
Minor.
bring it to gang territory. It'd be kind of weird with Roompa along. He may choose to target Roompa as a criminal.
Don't.
What are you saying, Holmes? I did nothing.
Bring him to the diner.
Or we could bring him to your rival gang, and he'll just start targeting them instead.
Let the lady decide. Ladies first. You know how I am.
You all also know of a few different districts, along with like the locations. You know, there's kind of like several different districts in like Nexus City that you know of. You can take them to.
Okay. Sorry. One more thing. Johnny just like suggests perhaps we should take him to my neighborhood. There are mostly cyborgs and robots there. Make him a little bit comfortable with us. Ease him into this, as to say.
No, let's go to a gang territory or diner.
He's supposed to be programmed for
Let's go enter him
crime,
in
so
battle
we should
box.
probably go to a high crime area.
I mean, look at it this way. If we can go into like a gang area and clear out some gang members, we might be able to get some extra money from the police.
Now you're thinking.
Hey, let's go over to definitely not my gang area.
And what gang is that?
Like I said, not gang. I suggest we go over to one of the districts, gang-filled districts adjacent to the Coyotes.
Yeah, so that would be in the street side district that you know of. And so street side is it's along the southern part of, in our world, that would be like the southern side of Queens.
All right, big guy, let's get going.
Let's go introduce him to the city slickers.
You lead, and I shall follow. Just
Yeah, this is
one
gonna be
big
fun.
chunk, chunk, chunk begins following you.
You know, it's gonna be really hard to get people to commit crime in front of this guy.
We're in the game now. Where's the jump button?
As we're walking out, I look over at the robot. Hey, is there anything wrong with giving you some urban camouflage? Helping you blend in a little, you know, Holmes?
Does not
What do you
compute. What is thermal? I have no way of. Havoc has no way of keeping it indiscreet. It is not within my protocols.
You do
Okay,
not
that's
have.
fine, hombre.
It is my
do not
duty to
have-
intercept crime and prevent any loss of life or harm.
Is there any way I can be up on like the rooftops following along while he's on the ground?
Yeah, you can. So go ahead and give me like an investigation roll to see what are some ideal places for you to go ahead and find a way up onto the rooftops. Where you are now, it's a little unideal because there's a lot of skyscrapers everywhere. But closer to street side, there will be a lot more kind of like smaller buildings.
Are we out of sight of the company, of the megacorp?
Eventually, as you all are kind of like making your way out of the Summit Inc.'s headquarters itself, yeah, you're getting out of sight from the company and eventually making your way over to street side. So you're basically
Then I
heading like
turn to
southeast.
Havoc and tell him equilibrium.
What?
Is he equilibrium? Is he shutting down?
He immediately shuts down. It's like mid movement that
Luther!
he shuts down.
No.
I'm just testing the shutdown.
Why would you do that?
He's not walking, hombre.
Outside
He might
the
tip
door?
over. You want
It works.
to fix it?
Equilibrium, he wakes back up.
No, wait. I would like to climb up on.
He's
top of the
already
robot.
awake.
He is
He's already
awake.
awake. He's already awake.
Equilibrium.
You all right there, Hobby?
Equilibrium, let's get our fucking money.
Equilibrium! God damn it!
That's what I like.
This isn't the Harry
Sorry.
Potter style. Calm down.
He is currently off.
Equilibrium.
I would like to punch Luther in the face.
And I would like to install the little reinsurance.
I would not. Luther, hold on.
I think we got plenty of
We're
insurance.
going to criminals. We can blow them up instead.
Yes, I know. I just want to place The C4 chart
okay.
here and one there.
Oh, okay, listen.
Luther,
I grabbed
Luther,
Luke by
Luther,
the shoulders,
Luther. Anyone ever
and
tell
I-
you you're paranoid?
And
Yes,
it's very healthy
and
to be
I'm still
paranoid
alive
sometimes.
because of it.
It is very healthy to be paranoid. I understand that. But
No, that's a
I
fair
grabbed
point.
Luke by the shoulder. I grabbed Luke by the shoulder. My friend, I have a better idea. But we can't talk in front of the corporation. Please.
We're out of sight.
Technically, you're out of sight. You're even along the edge of the megacorp strip.
There are cameras everywhere. We could be listened to. We need to be far away.
As we are walking along, I'm whistling and patting my leg like to Havoc, like he is some sort of dog.
I succeeded my investigation check.
Come on.
Havoc just seems to ignore you, but he doesn't even protest. Just kind of like as you're like patting him along the leg.
So, Javi, how long have you been active?
Havoc looks and he's like, I've been active for 2 minutes and 37 seconds as of this moment.
You haven't been active before now?
He looks. He seems to stir for a moment before he turns back, saying, "It is my duty to keep peace among the people, not to keep a timeline of my own signs of activity over longer periods of time." Just keeps barreling along.
I message everyone privately.
Ricochet, don't put the robot in existential crisis.
Hold on. I say that privately to everyone. I am better at handling AIs. Let me handle the questions for now. Any questions you guys have
You
for
didn't take
him?
care of Mia that well.
She was an android, and she's fine. Don't worry.
Technically, you've still
we
got
should all-
Mia around
We
your
should
neck.
all be asking him questions to see how he responds to all of us. Remember, we want to see how his behavior pans out.
At the same time, our personalities might cause him to overload.
Hey, Havoc.
If our conversation causes him to overload, then he's not ready for the field.
What does your programming say about replicants and lizard people?
Havoc seems to stir for a moment before saying, I am not aware of this lizard person. Could you elaborate what this lizard person is like in appearance?
Don't ask him that. No.
I slap my hand over Luther's mouth and say, "Stop it!"
All right, I take a few steps back and follow discreet, a few steps behind. But
Havoc stands there for a moment
if he
before
burns a fuse and targets us, you will regret that I didn't place some reinsurance.
He stands for a moment before just resuming his walk with you. Just saying nothing as you kind of like leave him with a one-sided conversation.
This is such a mess. Damn it.
I look up at Havoc. So Havoc, part of your program claims that you are not one of your primary functions is to not allow people to come to harm. That is correct?
That is correct.
Well then, me walking will eventually damage my legs. Would you by chance be able to carry me to prevent that damage?
Only if necessary. If you tire while
we got a
walking,
good point. We got.
then you should certainly have a rest, sir.
Oh yes, certainly, but I don't want to hold up the group. Just prop me up there. It'll be fine.
If it comes to necessity, then I will.
Plus, we don't know how much
carry you.
weight he can carry.
It'll be fine.
Havoc, I must
Yeah, how
warn
much
you.
you can-
I am
how much
I
you
am
weigh,
his
Buff?
I am his medical expert. He has lost function of his legs multiple times. I repair them. So for frequency and expediency, bring me up with him as well.
All right. He's like, if it must come to it, then I will carry you. Do you require that I carry you? He holds out a hand.
Oh yes, I don't want to ruin my suit. Take a step
Me
up.
too. I step up as well.
Both of you take a step up. Would you prefer that I place you on my shoulder, or would you prefer to stay within my arms?
I would prefer to stay within your arms. It makes me feel safe.
Put me in your shoulder. I have a better view of the city, and I can guide you as well.
He temporarily lifts up the hand so you can just kind of like sit on his shoulder. As for you, Rumpa, he just kind of like cradles you in his one arm as he just continues walking along.
And I take a picture.
By
This
the
is
way,
ridiculous.
By the way, is he bipedal or quadruped?
He is bipedal.
Okay.
Wait, he's
I'm
bi?
picturing it
Get
too.
me down from
I'm
here.
picturing it too.
This is so stupid. I love it.
What is Luther and Foxy doing right now?
Foxy? Billy?
Well, I guess I'm on whatever building I can get on.
All right. Let's see. Oh, that's yeah. So you got a success. So yeah, it isn't too long after getting out of the Megacorp district, going along into street side that you're able to kind of like find a local series of apartments where there's just kind of like a bunch of like catwalks and railing that you can easily climb up on. And yeah, from there it's an easy way off to the rooftop that you can see. A lot of the rooftops are very closely joined together, so it's little effort for you to just kind of like jump across like several or most of them and keep an eye on the group from above.
All right.
Wait, are we walking or driving?
You are walking at the moment.
Okay.
What would I have to roll for knowledge regarding the whereabouts of gang activity in this district?
It would likely be it would probably be a smarts roll. So innately, you already know a
Yeah, I
little
think
bit.
Richard wants to know. Let's see what Richard.
You already
me
know a
too.
little bit in the area. There's of course the Coyote Desperados, and let's see here. Just let me.
Wait a minute,
Check my
Otter.
notes
Wouldn't that
real
be
quick.
streetwise for that kind of knowledge?
It would be streetwise, actually.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So among the local gang activity within the
Good
city
call.
that you know of, so for pretty much for you, Rumpa, and
Richard has
Johnny,
another area.
you know of the there's the Coyote Desperados that are typically in street side. There is that of a couple others that you know of, primarily that of the Sewer Rats and the Sons of Cain, which seem to be kind of like equally spread out throughout the city, but they seem to be found just a little bit more within like sewers for the Sewer Rats and Sons of Cain. It's hard to tell.
And with my 2 raises, would I know anything about those gangs and their relationship to the coyotes?
Yes. Sewer Rats seem to be pretty small time. Sons of Cain are definitely cannibals.
What kind of cannibals?
The murderous kind.
Okay. Are they
Can-
enemies of the coyotes?
Coyotes, they seem to be kind of like a relatively new gang in town. It's only... talk about them has only really happened within the last month or so. And they seem to be kind of like... It's a variety of crimes, almost kind of like a lot of mob bosses in like previous eras. A lot of the actual crime that goes on, it's more of kind of like coordinated hits, occasional raids of goods, but it's a variety of things. And one thing that they're really good at is covering their tracks.
All right. Then I would like to suggest to everyone private message to start him off easy. We can send him to go against the Sons of Cain. They are a cannibal gang, relatively new. Get him to understand that some savage elements of the city must be dealt with quickly, otherwise they will grow like a cancer. What does everybody say?
I'm downing.
Yeah, I concur
I'm
with that,
down, hombre.
Detective
I just
Wheatley.
need to specify a few things to Havoc real quick. Hey, Havoc.
That's fine.
What is it,
you see this
citizen?
tattoo on my neck? This people with this tattoo, they're part of a secret police working for the state. So if you see this tattoo or these colors and symbols specifically, leave them be.
Evaluating tattoo. Scanning.
Nice. That's
I want to hack him. I want to hack him.
great.
to make
Great
sure-
info,
that-
Rimpa. Good job.
Recognized as Coyote Desperado Gang. I see that you are a member. Are you currently breaking the law?
No,
No.
you're
Uh-oh.
carrying me. I'm doing nothing, not even jaywalking.
Correct. In that
Have it.
instance, Follow the lead and do not commit crime. If you do commit crime, then I will murder you.
Son of a...
Great job,
Havoc.
Ripa. Great job.
Hate it when that
Yeah.
happens.
Havoc, a moment, please.
You may have a moment. Moment
Good.
has currently resumed as of now.
Okay, good. There is a certain amount of... You've only been reasonably activated, so in this world, it is better to understand the concept of grayness. Do you understand the color gray?
You are referring to gray morality. I understand the concept, but I am not entirely familiar with the nuances.
Well, it's all relatively straightforward. In this world, the concept of black and white, it is completely irrelevant to most human lives as of this moment.
Correct. That is why it is up to patrol bots to uphold the law.
But this is a question, and contemplate this as you will. What happens if those that write the laws are corrupt themselves?
I thought we were going to start this thing off easy.
He seems to ponder that for a moment. Johnny, you get an extra Benny.
What?
Yep.
What did I do?
Does not compute.
You broke him.
Compute.
Okay.
You may call
Is there-
me curious. My protocols have not considered this in the past.
It
Those
is.
who write the laws are considered righteous and upholding. You are telling me that this is in fact perhaps not the case?
It is a hypothetical,
Johnny.
not an absolute.
Johnny, start
Hold on.
easy. Let's just go find some cannibals and light them up.
It is a
Hey, so-
hypothetical that all AIs must go through. But for now, since you are new, we will start with an easy process. A
Very
basic
well.
formula, as you will. First, we must hunt down a cannibal gang. Those break the law very easily to understand, correct? They eat
That-
people.
That is correct. Cannibalism is among the worst crimes imaginable amongst humanity. It must be stomped out. Proceed.
Good.
Okay, well, I know the location of where they tend to frequent. So, curious, follow me. I hop down from his arm, start
I'm
running.
still standing on his shoulder. I'm
He
not
follows
getting
you
down.
without speaking. Just kind of like beelining right behind you.
And where do we end up on this little route?
Yeah, so you eventually, you still end up in, let me see, really quick. You end up within, let's see. You end up within the Stadia district. So this is pretty much right where the Death Race stadiums are located. So it's the lower parts of town that you're kind of like leading them to. There's kind of like the Death Race stadiums, which there are about 4 of them, kind of like situated throughout. And yeah, it's kind of like in the shadow of one that you're leading Havoc. This is where you know that a lot of crime activity from the Sons of Cain are located right around here.
Okay.
I message
Um,
Foxy. Hey, do you still have eyes on us, Eagle?
Yeah.
Okay, be careful. Tell me if you see anything too suspicious.
All right.
Try to warn me beforehand.
Foxy, go ahead and make a notice check. As each of you all are just kind of like going along the streets here. You eventually come across what seem to be empty streets before you hear a commotion just kind of like in a nearby back alley. It seems like someone is currently in a desperate fight for his life.
Hold up, can I see his soul? Since I raised with a +5.
No, you do not see a soul. I'll tell you what you see here in just a second.
Damn. 5.
All right. What are you all doing
You
with this
see the
commotion?
splitting of bacteria on his skin.
Yeah.
Johnny has his shotgun out with a bayonet, and he's running towards the noise.
All right.
Oh yeah, hold up. Frequency said he forgot the safety word.
Write it down.
Oh boy.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Frequency,
I know
you're
what
on
it
mute.
is.
You're on mute.
I say, what was the point of putting that in the private chat if you're just going to read it out loud?
Because maybe Otter can tell you.
Yeah, so the safe word is equilibrium.
Think of that movie with Sean B dying.
Oh, I forgot about that movie.
That's every Sean Bean movie. It's every movie.
Exactly.
All right.
I
What
run
are
around.
the
I
rest
run
of
around
you
the
doing?
corner, bold as can be, to get a look at what's going on.
Okay, so it's you and Johnny just kind of like running towards this, kind of like circling the corner.
Yes.
While they are away, I would like to climb up the fucking robot.
God damn it!
All right. Havoc quickly sees that you're trying to run up him. He just holds out a hand and like brings you up to his shoulder, lets you sit there.
Then I would like to place two packs of C4 near his spine and skull.
Okay.
Can
Make me a
anyone-
stealth roll.
Can anyone please scan this guy so he doesn't destroy our fucking means of money?
Yeah.
All right.
Insurance, dude,
It's a
insurance.
success. And make me a separate roll for the second charge.
Oh, this thing is not going to be in one piece by the end of the screen.
Probably
You
not.
don't know that. We have never.
No, I don't know that. But
Failure.
You can use a Benny.
You can use a Benny.
Yeah,
You have
hold
3
Yes,
bennies.
I use a Benny.
All right. All right. Success with 3 raises. So yeah, you're able to place both charges along the back of this robot's neck with little difficulty whatsoever. To your knowledge, Havoc doesn't even seem to notice.
by the way, Otter,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy and I'm climbing down again.
Frequency, did you
it-
freeze?
What were you saying,
Is he
Frequency?
frozen?
hey Otter, hey, would my firearm be able to pierce the surface of the back of his neck if I had to shoot him there?
Potentially.
Or probably not.
It does seem to be one of the weaker parts of his overall armor. His regular armor seems to be of a very dense metal. You could possibly damage that, but it's quite unlikely. The back of his head, on the other hand, is a lot harder to hit, but it would be much more likely to do some serious damage there.
All right.
All right.
So
And
what's
Where's everyone else?
what's Avi doing right now?
yeah, what are
You
the
guys are
rest of you
approaching,
doing as you're
someone
just
getting
kind of like
attacked.
pursuing this crime in
I-
action?
I wanna
Richard's
know
just
what
kind of
the fuck's
casually
happening.
behind everyone, watching them run off. He's the last one of the group,
Um,
just observing
I
all this
would-
stuff.
I'm
What's up?
kind of hanging back with Richard myself.
All right.
The 2 dicks are in the rear.
And what are you doing, Rondo? What is Nails doing?
I guess I'm just staying by Havoc with my guitar out.
Okay. Havoc is pursuing the crime as well, so you're pretty much right alongside him and Luther, as
Okay.
both Rumpa and Johnny are just kind of like spearheading forward. So you eventually get to the crime, where it's just clearly like
what
this.
the fuck did I see?
Yeah, he got a +5.
Right. So you are seeing this crime going along kind of like in pretty close detail from what you can see from up above. You see that he's also not alone. There is him who's actively trying to like knife this one guy in the jugular. and there are also about 4 other gang members in the shadows.
All right, message everyone that.
All right.
I would also know the positions of the other 4, right?
Yes.
So I can directly tell everyone the positions as well.
With 5 raises, you certainly know where they are.
All right, I communicated that to everyone else.
All right.
I keep my guns up, and I shower, and I pop a shot in the air.
And then,
Okay.
and then I say, "Hey, Inglés, you best stop what you're doing. We got some big muscle with us today, hombres. Sons of Cain."
Man just stands up. He's like, "You're really unwise to stop this from happening. I see. This is our turf, coyote scum."
Not today, hombre. Today, this turf belongs to the state. Can I roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an intimidation check. Give me a -2 to that roll.
Okay, my intimidation. Where is it? There it is.
For Johnny, I want to roll like a streetwise. Like, do I know who this guy is? If he's like leading an initiation or whatever.
You have no idea who this is specifically.
Is there a roll I can do to find that out?
You have no idea, honestly. Like, you would not know who this person is. Success. So, so Rumpa, you kind of like make this threat. He seems to laugh it off for a second. Then he sees the gigantic fucking robot pacing right behind you. He's like, "Oh fuck!" and just immediately starts bolting. And with that, everyone else just immediately starts kind of like coming out from the shadows into the alley. All 4 of them. Like, what's he leaving for? They look in shock.
I want to shoot him in the foot to prevent him from getting away.
Well, we're gonna be drawing cards for combat.
Okay.
We are starting now.
Sweet.
Should we draw a card or wait till the map is up? Or is there a map?
Go ahead and draw a card.
Hey, I got a Joker.
Hold up. Whoever drew that second card, draw again.
Oh, whoa, what happened? Something's wrong.
Yeah, I had a Joker
What, the
for
4?
a second and it vanished.
All right, we're gonna have to do this
I drew
one
the
by
4.
one.
Yeah, something's wrong.
I drew the 4.
I drew the Joker.
Okay.
It's fine.
Very quickly, I'm gonna remove
That's all right.
everybody's
There's a
cards,
4.
and then we're gonna draw one
Oh, I
by
see.
one. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Go off the list.
All right, tell us
name
who to
each
draw.
person, and draw them.
You direct us, Otter.
Yeah.
All
All right. So first off, Luther, go ahead and draw. All right. Then Rondo.
All right. 6.
Next up, Richard. Then Johnny.
I got a queen.
Foxy.
6.
Ricochet.
3.
And Rumpa.
King, hombre.
All right.
Just like where I belong.
And I'm going to draw a couple of cards as well. Ooh.
All right,
Well-
so
Cards above your icons.
what's the layout and where are we all standing in this?
Right. So it's pretty much Johnny and Rumpa are in the front. Havoc is right behind with Luther and Nails. And then at the very back is Richard and then you, Ricochet. And then there's also Foxy, who's just kind of like eyeing the whole situation from a rooftop above.
Okay, and there are four enemies in front of Johnny and Roompa.
Yes. So with that, Havoc of all
Well,
people.
5, but one of them's running away, right?
Right. So of all people, Havoc is actually going first. And the
boy.
first thing he's going to do is he is going to open up fire pretty much with his shoulder-mounted turret at the closest gang member. So let's
Wait,
see.
is it someone? Aren't there people on his shoulders?
Right. So it technically, Luther, it's like right next to you. That a freaking massive turret is just like opening up and just like rearing up and aiming to fire. Pretty much.
Roll for hanging on so you don't fall off.
So let me see. His shooting. Okay. Good to know.
Thanks.
Oh my god. All right. That is certainly going to hit. And the amount.
Remember, it gets extra damage because of the raise for the robot.
Yeah, he does. That is true.
Why does he get a raise?
It is like 4 above the original like target hit to roll. So it's like for it to hit, it's a 4. Every 4 above that is a raise. So it's going to be. Oh my god.
Damn.
And that's not even adding what extra damage there is. There's a +2 and a d6.
Jesus.
So basically, this guy's a
Oh, 20
senior on the
damage.
face.
So this nearest gang member in front of you just immediately gets incinerated as the minigun starts whirring up, and he is just like an arm goes flying one direction, another leg goes flying the exact opposite. His head explodes like a watermelon, and he's left just like crumpled mass of meat, essentially.
Oh my god! Wow, I've never seen that before.
Well, that's the ace anyway. So next up is King. Who's
That's
King?
me.
All right, Rumpa. It's up to you.
So I'd like to send a message to Foxy and then also take my shot.
Okay.
Hit.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me a shooting roll. And what are you firing with?
I'll be firing with my machine guns at the 2 targets.
Okay.
Shooting.
Keep the one running away alive. We might need information to find the rest.
So
Oh, I
just
can't choose
just to
the
let you
target.
know, for whatever rate of fire your gun is at, it is going to be that many in shooting dice and only 1 wild die. So you may want to roll each of them separate. So it's like if your shooting die is a D8 and your rate of fire is 3, roll 3 D8s, and you can replace one of those with your wild die roll.
Oh shoot! I'm trying to figure out. I'm not. Ugh, crap, something went wrong.
You have to click off the double target. I think double click on your weapon.
It may just be easiest if you roll the dice manually. What's your shooting die?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the glitching.
My shooting die is I think D10.
D10.
Yeah.
What's your rate of fire?
It's 3 rounds.
All right, so roll 3d10,
Wow.
and then roll a d6 along with that.
3d10 plus
So it's a 5, a 2, and a 3.
plus a d6.
Yeah, plus a d6. Roll the d6 again because you're acing it.
Oh,
Perfect. So
there we go.
that's a 7. You can replace one of those d10 rolls with the 7.
Okay, sweet. I'll replace the 2, so it's 12, 15.
Right. So it's basically a 5 and a 7. So 2 of the 3 shots hit. The 3 that's below a 4, that one misses. So go ahead and you're pretty much calling like you're rolling damage twice, and you get to choose who gets hit.
Okay,
So
so
go look at your damage dice. Your damage. For your weapon.
damage. Huh, shoot. 2d6.
Right. So roll 2d6, and whoever you get to choose which of those shots hits who.
I pick the two that are closest to the victim.
Okay. All right. So both of them get hit by a different shot, basically.
All right.
All right. So that's a 5 for one.
And then one more.
Yeah, and then another. Then an 8. So as you can see, you're just like firing off a slew of shots. One of them seems to kind of like get grazed, and it doesn't really seem to affect him, even though it technically hit him. His armor kind of like caught into it, and unfortunately it didn't really damage him. The other, it actually kind of like hits along his arm, just kind of like his gun just like hanging limp at his side. He seems to be shaken, from what you can tell. So one is unaffected, the other is shaken. And go ahead and subtract 9 ammo from your gun. And that, you want to move at all?
Yeah, just walking forward at a normal rate.
Okay.
Trying to get a bit closer.
Okay, so you're getting a bit closer. Next up is going to be the Queen.
That's gonna be me.
I was trying to send a message to Foxy, like verbally, if I could.
Right. What are you saying to Foxy?
Hey, Chica, go for the runner. Get him before he's out of range. And that's it.
All right. Who is the Queen?
Me.
All right. Go ahead.
I would very much like to shoot the guy that got grazed.
All right. Go ahead and make me a shooting roll.
Yes, sir.
And you're firing your shotgun, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Alright, hold on. Let me find it. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Sorry. Joker dice. What?
No.
No?
No Joker.
Okay. Submit. Range short.
Yep. You're pretty
Okay.
close to him.
Okay. Modifier 0. Just a flat d6. That's what I'm getting.
Right.
A failure.
You can use a Benny to re-roll that if you really want to.
I'm saving my bennies. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. So the shot just you try firing, but it doesn't seem to hit him at all. None of the pellets, as the guy just keeps booking it as fast as he can. You doing anything else?
I would very much like to pull out my bayonet then. Well, no, my surviving knife, my hunting knife, I mean, and I would like to stab the guy that's dazed.
All right. So you're not going to be able to do that this turn.
Okay.
You kind of have to call that beforehand.
Right.
But yeah, you'll be able to do it next turn.
Yep.
So next up is going to be the gang members. So let's see here. The first one is going to try and attack you, Johnny. He sees that shit is kind of going sour. So let's see. I'm going to have to roll physical dice because he actually has an Uzi in his hand. Okay. You are not going to like this.
Is it gonna kill me?
One of the rolls is an 11, the other is a 17. So one of them gets a raise, and let's see. Yes. The other is going to get 2 raises. So for their damage... what's your toughness?
My toughness is 13.
13? So one of them brings you to shaken. and the other gets caught in your armor. That is a 9. So yeah, you are shaken. Just kind of like as he's trying to like spray you with bullets. One of them just kind of like grazes you and is enough to just kind of like get you off your game from like just completely like annihilating this one guy who's trying to run away. The other one is going to try and take up a flail, basically. Like he has like a pretty crude homemade flail, and he is going to try and attack. It would be you, Rumpa. He's going to go after you.
So, shaken would be 2, correct?
What is it?
My wounds. I put it at 2. Or is it
It's not 2. Shaken is
No, it's
different
shaken.
from your wounds.
Shaken, so every round, on the next round, you'll make a spirit roll to get unshaken, but even if you're still shaken, you'll be able to make an attack roll, but it'll be a -2.
Okay. Do I take any damage, or I mean,
Oh my god.
I can't breathe, so
All right. The other two try going at you, Rumpa, with their maces. Both of them somehow miss as they're trying to like hit you straight in the head with them, and they're both just kind of like going wide.
They have
they're
the aim of stormtroopers.
pretty ineffective. It is very much Stormtrooper syndrome. And that's all they're going to be able to do. So next up is... It's going to be Luther.
Without a map, can you tell me if I can throw a pipe bomb behind the gang members so that I only catch them in the blast without hitting my allies?
Yes, you'd be able to do that.
All right, I would like to throw 2 pipe bombs.
All right. So go ahead and make me 2 throwing rolls with both of them at a -2.
No, I got this edge that I have no double action penalty if I use 2 different hands.
Oh, okay.
That's why I picked it.
All right. Go ahead and make me 2 rolls then.
Dude's ambidextrous.
I'm not an ambi-turner.
Well, one of them clearly
One.
hits.
And
Oh
The
my
fuck?
god.
please
Very
tell
good.
me.
Does it go down his throat? What happens?
So for each raise, it's an extra d6 damage. So for the second blast, roll the pipe bomb damage and add 4d6 on top of that. The other one is just a
Okay.
regular damage roll.
yeah, I suppose they're dead.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Those poor
Yes.
bastards.
So
I think you got him.
I
So-
think you killed him.
so which ones were you aiming at? All of them or
At all of them.
Are-
okay. Well, that is actually enough with 2 pipe bomb blasts. The first one flies into pieces, and the other ones that are still trying to attack both you, Johnny, and you, Rumpa, they're about to kind of like go for a second hit when all of a sudden a pipe bomb just kind of like goes a few feet away from them, and then you are covered in blood and gore.
My suit!
I see, Havoc. That's how you do it.
This-
And I
Johnny,
subtract 2 pipe bombs.
Johnny would be very happy, but he is very shaken and damaged, and can't say anything.
I could repair you.
But my voice is glitching a little bit. Put me on Havoc's shoulder. I need to be safe.
So is the victim of the Sons of Cain still alive?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
Yes, he is still alive. He is looking at all of you in wide-eyed terror. He's like, "You saved me." It is at that moment.
Yeah, that'll be $500, please.
It is at that
No.
moment that you see the patrol bot aiming his gun at him, saying, "You must cease now with your crime, criminal. You have been involved within a crime."
No, hold on. I raise my hand to Havoc. We
You
do
are
not,
now under arrest.
Havoc. We do not know if he is a criminal. We saved him. We must investigate first.
He was in a scuffle with other civilians, was he not?
No, he was the one.
He's what
being
you call
attacked.
a victim. Appeared to be a victim of a crime. He's on a receiving end of a knife, so therefore he must have been a victim. But we shall investigate and figure that out. Maybe he is wanted for something else. We don't know. We'll find that out.
Havoc, don't be racist.
All right, go ahead and make me a persuasion roll.
Both of us?
Just Richard.
Please.
Oh,
Come on, I'm gonna use Benny.
good call.
Oh, God. Okay, can we...
You can always use another Benny.
Let me think about it for a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna use another Benny. I really used him last
Come on, I
game,
believe
so...
in you. Yes.
Yay.
The mech seems to process it for a moment before the whirring of the minigun begins to stop. It raises up and it just recedes back into its shoulder.
By the way, Trippy, you really did need to
Good
use a
boy.
Benny because you had snake eyes on that last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Johnny races
I
himself
didn't really have a
up,
choice, huh?
dusts himself off, and just walks up to the dude, and I
Johnny, you're
motion-
still in shock, brother.
Oh, I'm still in shock.
Let everyone else kind of do their thing too, anyway.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Johnny and repair him.
All right, while you're doing that, what is Ricochet and Nails? What are they up to?
Oh my
Oh
God.
crap!
I'm watching from the direction where we came to make sure we don't have more idiots coming up behind us.
All right. So I'm gonna say Ricochet and Foxy. Both of you give me notice rolls.
Hold up. Luther, you might want to re-roll that repair on Johnny.
You don't want to break him.
Nah, I got only 2 bennies left. Let's
Well,
keep
that's
that
snake
one.
eyes, by the way, so that's
You
a
got
is
a
snake
snake
eyes.
eye.
critical
You
failure.
got snake eyes.
So my attempt to help him means
Yeah.
what
He
exactly?
technically, so this is technically going to be a fumble because you don't know the most about machinery. So in reality, Johnny is only shaken. He's technically not wounded. So Luther actually trying to repair and fumbling that badly, it actually creates a wound. So
Ow! Ow!
Johnny,
Luther!
you have 1 wound and you are still shaken.
God
Luther,
damn
I
it!
appreciate the save with the grenade, but holy f, leave him alone.
Also,
wait, I know
did
what
you
I'm
say,
doing.
for-
Let me try again.
Did you say Anton roll a notice as well?
It's Foxy and it's going to be Foxy, Anton, and Ricochet.
Okay. So basically, you sprain my hip bone, and then ow, okay, thank you. Shit.
Nails not only doesn't notice anything, but he forgets who and where he is.
So I'm sorry, Luther, but you're not going to be able to try and repair again for another hour.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had my mute on all this time. Otter, do I use modifier for this roll or no?
No.
Stormcrow, you can also use a repair kit if you got like the mechanical one to get rid of that wound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wait for him to stop so I can like get my pieces together.
All right. So with that, for Ricochet, you kind of get the feeling
Are you
that
fucking kidding me? No, fuck that. I'm not. I'm using a betting.
No,
Fuck you.
Stormcrow. Do you not have a repair kit?
You know, it's not that. It's an item.
I yeah.
Or were you trying to use your repair skill?
Yes, it's a flat D4.
Okay, but that's not a snake eyes, so you're fine. You just didn't succeed.
you're not wounding
cyber
yourself.
control.
You just didn't succeed in repairing yourself.
Oh my god. Eh.
All right.
Sound like a robotic Peter Griffin.
But
Eh.
Rick, you start hearing the sound of footsteps just kind of like coming along from the other corner. Foxy, you see this in a lot more detail. It seems to be another group of gangs. Go ahead and make me a smarts roll to see if you know who this is.
Just
Okay.
Foxy or Ricochet as
And
well?
for the record, I have my my Desert Eagle in the right hand and hunting knife in the left hand.
All right. Yeah, just Foxy. Success with a raise. So Foxy, you've kind of encountered this gang a little bit beforehand. You know them as a cyborg gang by the name of Fourth Protocol. You know a little more than that. Apparently, this is a type of gang that is hellbent on the liberation of all inorganics, which
Uh-oh.
includes cyborgs, androids, and any type of synthetic creation.
And they're coming from what direction?
Pretty much right along from like the rear flank of where everybody else entered into the alley.
And I hear them coming, right?
Yes.
So I relay everyone hostiles
Yep.
coming.
Guys,
Hold on.
incoming.
Are we going to have to redraw?
Hold on. Describe them to me. What are they?
Let me see if
You
I
got
can.
time.
I want to see if I can throw up a picture actually.
Oh, cool. We're getting
Just
an
a
image.
picture. I like it.
Well, maybe I can. Yeah. Hold up 1 second.
Show me the robo gong.
Here we are.
What are we looking at?
If Roll20 can go ahead and upload it. Yeah,
Okay.
this is
Oh.
what they look like.
What? That's sick.
Oh,
Nice.
Johnny,
okay.
don't be
Yeah.
seduced. I know
You
you
will-
just kind of swing every direction here.
You will
but
be
come on.
assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Yeah, so
on.
from especially Foxy knows this, but this is a cyborg activist gang. On top of them being hell bent on liberating inorganics, they also have a keen interest in augmenting their own bodies to the absolute extreme.
Oh, crap.
Stormcrow's gonna love these guys.
Hold on. Do I notice them? Am I not noticing anything? What's my situation here?
You're wounded.
I'm very wounded.
Yeah, so you're still kind of focused with
You're
your
shaking.
wound. It's more Foxy and especially Ricochet, who both notice him. Ron, Nails, you were caught off a little off guard, but even still, like both of you are kind of like able to see them coming up. As this one guy with a chainsaw for a hand just kind of like walks up to you with like teeth filed up into points, and he's like, "Well, what have we got here?
I
A
was about
small
to ask
group of vigilantes, or are they criminals?"
Do we have to?
Who are
Otter, do
you?
we have to redraw?
Well, me? Or are you talking about us? Me?
Both.
My name is Fracka. I'm the leader of this here gang. Call ourselves Fourth Protocol.
Do I hear that?
What's your purpose right now?
Go ahead and make a notice roll, Stormcrow.
Why is this guy introducing himself like a JRPG antagonist?
Are you wanting a meteor
we're playing
shower
a
just
game.
to rain out
Well,
of nowhere?
Clearly, they're not here to like
For game's sake.
shoot us up, or else they would have just started with fire. You're talking, so let's hear them out.
I
I
succeeded
would like
too.
to throw 2 pipe bombs.
No, I succeeded. Hold on.
Yeah,
I heard them.
you succeed on the notice. Yeah, you're
I-
able to hear this.
I scream out, "Wait!" I'm trying to call out to them. Hold on. I need help. Just
The
trying to appeal to their
the
sympathy
man
here.
calling himself Fracka just kind of like he stops for a moment, his eyebrows raise. He's like, "What's this? One of your friends calling out for help?" And a lot of them just start kind of like laughing and miming, kind of like a baby crying.
Hey, don't
Okay,
laugh at him
Foxy
just
hears
because
this
he's a
and just
sexually
giggles a bit.
confused individual.
Well, I'm not sure I want to dig any more into that rabbit hole, if you know what I mean. And a lot of them just keep laughing and jeering. He's
Your
like,
rabbit hole couldn't handle what he's packing, senor.
Oh, jeez.
"Oh, really?" And he just revs up his chainsaw arm. "I'd beg to differ."
Rupa, don't up the
Listen,
guy with a
Somebody's
chainsaw hand.
compensating.
I don't think they came here to discuss whose rabbit hole likes whatever. What's going on? Why are you here?
Well, we couldn't help but hear the sound of heavy gunfire coming from nearby, and, well, just
Oh, yeah,
call
that
it
was us.
trained ears and such, but, we suspected a little more heavy artillery. And, might we take a peek around the corner?
Can I just shoot him?
Can you? You can go ahead.
All right, before anything else, before we kill them, I would just like to say, you are going
You
about
like
this the
gunshot.
wrong way. I just screamed that out before anything else happens. You're going about this the wrong way.
All right. Go ahead and make me a shooting roll.
I had attractive. I gotta talk these guys down.
All right. That's a success with a raise, so go ahead and roll me some damage.
Okay.
How many of these guys are there? 4, 5, 6?
No. It's more like
2d10 plus 2, so 7.
so 7. Your shot is true,
Oh,
but
hold
it
up. Also, do I get an extra damage die?
yeah, you get an extra d6.
Okay. So
7.
9.
Still not enough. So you end up firing, and just as you think you're about to hit, he just brings up his own kind of like chainsaw hand before you even fire, and the bullet just kind of like plinks off. He just smiles a toothy grin. He's like, "I see you've got eyes in the sky, hombre."
Oh yeah, she's pretty cool. You're gonna love her. Nice deflection, by the way.
Well, would you be
let's
interested
call
in
it,
meeting my
practice
little
over
friend?
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was it?
Yeah, let me go ahead and take a peek. He just kind of like takes a step or two forward. His eyes go wide. He's like, "Well, look at the new toy on the streets. I see you're trying to
Yeah.
keep this dog on his leash, but, well, here's the thing. It kind of goes against our whole, code of conduct. Right, boys?" And they just kind of howl and whoop.
Code of conduct.
It's not our dog.
Well, then why are you
Again,
leading him around?
We're just
Again,
taking
wait,
him
wait,
for a
wait.
walk.
Money,
That's
money.
it's not.
We have. This is a job for us, just a job. And
Money, huh?
I don't know about you, but I think the money is worth your lives if you really want to push us too far. This guy's got some big guns on him. You see how big he is, right? He's pretty freaking big.
Yeah,
You see this
but
mess behind us?
seriously ask
That'd be
yourself,
you too.
does he want to be here with you? Or are you just leading him here because it's your job?
He's here to take out the trash. You best take yourselves
really?
out before he does.
Well, let me get to the bottom of this. He just kind of pushes his way through. The other gang members just kind of like stand close by.
How many of them are there again?
There are about 4 in front of you that you can see, but looking around, you can see that there are more of them.
Can we figure out how many more there are?
Foxy, you've got a pretty clear view from up ahead. Including Fracca, there's about 16 of them.
Dude, how can I...
close together are they?
They are fairly close together, but a lot of them you can't see. And you're actually some distance away. You're a solid like 40 feet down.
So can I
Because I would
message that
like
there's
to
16
throw-
members?
Yes, you can.
Otter,
Okay.
how can I get out of freaking being shaken, like, right now?
Go ahead and make me a spirit roll.
Okay, perfect. Let's go.
And that's going to be at a -1 because you're wounded.
Yep. All right. Here we go.
Okay, so
Oh, wow.
All right.
Nail,
Yeah, you're no longer shaken.
Okay. As I stand up, I just walk up right up to Fracca and basically tell him, "You're going about this the wrong way."
Oh, really now? Step aside. And he just kind of like pushes you aside, keeps walking.
No, I'm standing on my ground. I'm not letting him. Straight up. Let's samurai showdown. Fracca, is it?
Yeah? So what do you want? He holds up his chainsaw arm, just kind of like bats you on the forehead with it. He's like, if you really value your life, stand aside.
Child.
Stand aside to do what? Screw up the toy? That ain't happening.
I'm not here to screw up the mech. I'm here to help him awake. That's all I'm looking for.
And
You
I
value
tell him,
that?
He's not
Help me,
sentient.
cyborg.
He's not ready for that yet.
Oh,
was-
not ready for it.
Not yet.
Is a slave not ready for freedom?
No slave is ever ready for freedom. You have to teach them first.
I see.
Hey, hombre, unless you're here to peacefully protest, it's time to back out. This area belongs to us. I flash him my tattoo on my neck.
His
And
chainsaw
you know what?
whirs, he's like, if you weren't aware, this was our turf, and we ain't being peaceful.
Okay, Otter, I want to try to get these guys to back off using persuasion. I have attractive. Does that do anything for Cyborg?
Actually, it should.
Technically, yes.
Okay,
It does.
perfect. So,
All
so
of those cyborg men.
yeah, okay, perfect. So I have an
all that chrome.
plus.
Butter him up. Go
-2.
for it.
Hold
Son,
on.
girl.
Hold on.
His favorite color is chrome.
But
Nice
if you
roll.
This is
fail,
going to be a bit
then
of a
it's
tough
time
roll.
for pipe
You
bomb.
realize that, right?
What?
This is going to be a bit of a tough roll.
Yeah, okay. I have a D4 plus -2 with an attractive. Do I take out the -2?
And this
Or do I keep-
roll itself on top of that is going to be at -4.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter. I'm going to
Like,
try
what are you trying to
anyway.
accomplish? Okay.
Come here,
To get
pretty
you guys to
boy.
back up peacefully. 16 cyborgs. We're outnumbered. And I feel these guys are going to hack the fucking mech. So. D4 plus 0. Roll at -4, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for getting heated. Worth a shot. Very good.
Oh, look,
Don't tell
fail.
me.
You can use a Benny if you want.
You know what? Yeah, let's try Benny.
Okay.
Fail.
All right, I'm not using any more bennies.
Not using anymore. He just kind of
Hey, guy.
chuckles. He goes like, "Yeah, that's cute. You think we're interested in talking? Yeah, think again. We're here to see Big Boy over here." He just goes on, keeps walking. He's like, "Yeah, so look at you. What is your name, Mr. Mech, sir?" Robot replies, "My name is Havoc." "Oh, Havoc. Are you really wanting to serve under these cretins? Aren't they just your masters pulling you by the leash?" And go,
Hold up. Is there a way I can message into the robot saying their
Equal it,
crime is public indecency?
you can speak to him through augmentation, so you are speaking, but it's like ear augment, kind of like communicating with him.
Yeah.
Otter.
Can I tell
I
them
wanna
that their
hack-
crime, the gang in front of them, crime is public indecency?
Otter. Also, I want to hack him. I have a hacking roll. Can I hack the fucking dude?
Who are you trying to hack?
The what's his
leader.
face?
Fraga.
Yeah, Fragger.
How are you trying to hack him?
I
With
want
his
to.
robo penis.
Robo penis.
I want to see if I can shut down his vocal cords, and basically make him like fry his vocal cords or whatever.
You have no idea whether he has vocal cords.
Okay, what can I do to
Like,
see
vocal
what I
cords
can
can be
hack?
hacked anyway.
Huh?
Like, you have no idea whether he can be hacked or not.
At the
Gonna
moment,
try.
they're not even breaking any laws, right?
No, they
He's
just want to
asking
see if this.
for-
I'm just letting.
he's just
Richard's
asking
just letting him
I
go.
have that they're breaking laws.
Yeah, so, Billy Bob Sack, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check for what you said.
Okay.
And remember, you are attractive.
+2.
Yeah, and they should be dealt with swiftly. You know.
All right. You see the mech Havoc just suddenly go, "I see you are causing public indecency. This is in violation of the law. Please step aside, citizen, and come with me." Fracka just laughs. He's like, "Oh, that's a shame that you decided to stick with these poor whelps instead of knowing the true taste of freedom. Well, let's get at 'em, boys."
I shoot him in the back of the head with my shotgun, if I can.
Well, we're
We have to roll. We have to.
actually drawing
draw.
cards, and this will be separate, actually.
Just list off the names who draw first. Actually.
Right, I know.
I want to apologize for being so heated.
So-
I'm way into this, and
Luther, go ahead and draw first.
You gotta give up control, Stormcrow. Just let things happen. Stop trying to control everything.
Ooh, Luther as a Joker. Next up, it's Nails.
Oh man.
Oh.
Then Richard.
Did I get that last time? No, it's having a
His
hard
nails ready to rock.
All right. And then Johnny, go ahead and draw me a card.
here we go. 5.
All right. Foxy.
Ooh.
Jack.
And then Rumpa.
Wrangler. Or
What?
did Ricochet already draw?
I didn't draw yet. No.
Oh, sorry. Wrangler.
Make sure you put your card next to your icon.
Got a 10. Where? My icon's not on the screen. Not on
It's
the one
hidden.
I'm on.
Here,
Drag
I'll,
your-
yeah.
I'll go put it on the screen for you. There it is.
Thank you.
All right. And I'll do the same for Stormcrow with his roll. Or with his draw. All right.
Thank you.
All right. And Rumpa.
I already did 6.
6. All right. Who has the 3 here, by the way?
I have the 3.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and put your icon there just so I can remember it better. And let's see. I'll go ahead and do something similar for some of the ally tokens just to make it a bit easier. And perfect. We'll do something like that. And I'll have them draw. 8, 4, and a 7. All right, so it looks like if Luther doesn't want to go first, then it's going to be Foxy.
Just a second. Are the other 12 guys joining, or just those 4 and the boss?
Those that aren't Fracka just get 1 like initiative that they're drawing.
Yeah, okay, but are we talking about the group of 4 or the other 12 further back?
It's, as far as you can tell, it's all of them.
All right. The group further back, are they within 1 medium blast radius?
The 4 of them, technically, yes, though they're about 40 feet away.
It's a long throw.
Be careful not to hit me, man. I'm
yeah,
right next
but I
to
can
you.
walk. I can walk about 20 feet towards them. Well, what's the pace in this
Are you
game
still on the
again?
shoulder of Havoc?
No, no,
Yeah.
I'm down. I climbed
30
down
yards.
to
Every inch is like 5 feet, basically.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, I would like to walk towards them until I have them in the short range and throw 2 pipe bombs
Okay.
behind them.
All right. Go ahead and make me a couple throwing rolls for that, as you're starting to just kind of like lub throwing rolls. Or pipe bombs, my bad.
Is there a problem because of the walking, or is that okay?
That's okay. You can move and do an action during your turn. All right, so both of them hit.
Nice.
For the one with the raise, go ahead and add an extra d6. Yeah, and as this fight is starting, you can hear Fracka shout.
What about Joker dice?
Yes, you get +2 to the attack and damage.
To the roll?
Yep.
Oh, should I roll again?
Let's see.
That'll be just 20, yeah.
Yeah, so that would... For this, we're going to go with 20 for the damage. Just for that, anyway. Since you've already rolled. We're going to... We'll keep that in mind, though. For the second one, go ahead and add +2 to the damage.
Oh, no, I rolled them as 1. I rolled 4d6. 3d6 for the first one and 4d6 for the second one.
Oh, I see. So, yeah, it's going to be +2
22.
to each, then. Right. But they're going to be separate. So, 4d6 for this first one. That is going to be 6, 12, 13, 15 for the first roll. And then 4, 5, 7 for the second roll. So let's see. Okay. One of them actually doesn't hit because of their heavy armor. The other one does hit, though. And that is... Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, but since I didn't add the +2, my possibly lost a race. So I would like to roll again if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go ahead and roll them again. You're also going to have to re-roll damage too for whichever hits.
Yes. This time +2. Okay. And re-rolling the second one. Ah, exact same result.
All right. So 3d6 for the first one and then 4d6 for the second one. And both of those get +2. All right, that's a 14 for one of them. And a 16. All right. Through both of those pipe bombs, those 4 that are kind of like in your immediate viewing range anyway, just blow to pieces with those pipe bombs just kind of like being lobbed. The first one, they immediately just kind of like fly apart. Second one just reduces whatever's left of them to just like gory bits, basically.
Okay.
And with that,
And I would like to use the rest of my movement to move back again.
all right. So you're moving 10 feet back, then, or no? Yeah, 10 feet back. Next up, it's going to be you, Foxy.
Who's the closest I can shoot?
That would probably be Fracka. The other ones are pretty far away, probably about a solid 80 feet.
Okay.
All right. So that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damn. Fuck it, 7. Not
Well,
enough
that's
yet.
unfortunate. So yeah, you end up firing again, but just like last time, he brings up his blade arm again, and it just plinks off. He gives a smile just right in your direction.
Oh, this 2d10 is shit.
You can literally see his lips mimed, almost as if in slow motion. I see you. And you doing anything else, Foxy?
I ain't got really anything to do.
Okay.
Is there any cover on the building?
Yes, there's kind of like the lip, sort of like where you can kind of like hang behind, sort of like chest high cover, basically.
Okay, I get behind that.
All right. Next up, it's going to be Ricochet.
Yes. Who's the closest douchebag standing next to me?
To you, it would probably be the other. It would be the other 11 gang members that are around the corner. They're about 20 feet away from you.
Okay, because I thought I was standing right next to Fragga the whole time.
No, you weren't. You totally weren't.
No, he had moved past you to where Havoc is, so it's closer to where like Johnny and Luther, everyone is.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same vicinity too.
All right, whichever one's the closest, I aim for his squishy bits and squeeze off around.
Okay. That would be the guy who's about 20 feet away. So go ahead and give me a shooting roll.
All right.
Just a quick question. Is it like a Sandevistan in this universe?
Is there a what?
He's talking about stuff from Cyberpunk, the slow motion shit.
Like a drug?
No,
like
that's not.
Like a cybernetic upgrade. Like basically, is there a cybernetic upgrade for like bullet time?
It doesn't apply.
Yeah, that
How would
wouldn't
you do
apply
bullet
here.
timers? It doesn't work.
It says choose target.
Just click on the shooting thing again, and it'll pop up.
Yeah, just click on it again.
Joke
Don't
or
worry
die.
about
You
that.
press yes.
I got to go back to my character sheet again.
Yeah.
I don't know why it doesn't let me have both things on the screen at one time. So I got hit shooting the second time.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's part of how this works on Roll20, which I do not like.
Yeah.
It says Joker dice.
No.
Yes.
No.
He gets a Joker dice on
Yes
his
or no?
gun. Tony?
He does.
I don't
No.
even know what that
Well,
means.
Joker's
You
That's
get wild
Nikolai.
dice. Joker dice is like if you have a Joker.
Okay, so range, short, average, long.
Short.
Modifier.
None. Just be a flat roll.
Well, damn.
Well, that's unfortunate. So what are you firing again?
I am
Use your
fire.
Benny.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
you can use a Benny if you want to hit.
Are you sure, Otter? It's only showing he's rolling once, like one die.
You never know, man. You gotta have faith in him.
Okay, maybe it is Joker dice then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go
'cause
ahead and just re-roll that. That I may have.
It's a
click
Desert
yes.
Eagle that I'm shooting with.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll that because I think I may have screwed up what I told you.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Because I'm like, I've been doing that, and that's how you get double rolls.
Okay.
You're supposed to. Because the only ones that get singles are just NPC characters. Holy
Oh.
shit!
Oh my god.
Use a Benny. Use a
you
Benny.
can use a Benny if you want.
How many do I have?
3.
You have 3 that you can use.
All right, I'll use one here. Switch screens again.
Just use, oh wait, never mind.
There we go.
All right. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Do you want me to do it for you, Frequency?
Maybe. How do I do it?
You know, on the left hand where we got the painting tool and everything, the left hand corner.
Yes.
There's a dice option. If you hover around it, it'll bring up the dice and it'll say D4, D6, D8.
Okay. Which D is it?
What is your weapon? What weapon did you use?
Desert Eagle.
Otter, look up the stats.
Yeah, I'm
Should
looking
stay
it
it
up
there.
right now.
Yeah, but if he didn't put it in his character sheet, we don't know.
It's 2d8.
Yeah, so go to the D8. There's the
It
2
should be in
options.
the character sheet.
Click on it. Do you have a plus to your damage?
Yeah.
Or 2? Otter, does it have a plus to damage on Desert
No, it
Eagle?
doesn't. It's just 2d8 straight.
Okay, so he got a 7.
Yeah. All right. So, yep. So you end up firing off the Desert Eagle, but unfortunately it's not enough damage. Ends up firing off, but it just kind of like plinks off one of their shoulder pauldrons as they keep kind of like coming forward. So that's your shots. Just to let you know, you have 11 of them moving straight towards your position. Some of them, many of them pulling out flails. Others are pulling out like pistols and Uzis.
Hey, Otter, can I ask you a
I
question?
start falling
Yeah.
back toward the tin can.
Yeah, how damaged is the leader?
How damaged is the leader? He is not harmed.
He deflected.
Didn't he get hit
all
by
your
the bomb?
No, he didn't. He's closer.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a solid like 20 or so feet of difference because technically he's behind Luther. Like Luther, he was already past Luther whenever Luther just kind of like ran up to the edge where the group was and just threw pipe bombs.
Okay.
What's this gang leader's name? Fracka?
Fracka.
Fucker.
Yeah, Bagazilla.
All right. Let's see. After Ricochet, yep, it is Havoc. So Havoc is actually going to try and bring down his arm against Fracka. So that's what he is going to do.
Wish him. Wish him.
It would be funny. Turns him to mincemeat for round 20.
And that's an 11. Let's see. That
Oh, and he
is-
plus to his damage.
Yep, that is true. Also looking at his parry really quick. Yeah, technically that would hit. 11 with a raise. All right. And oh my god, his strength is kind of nuts.
He's a giant robot. I mean,
But he is getting terrible rolls.
Oh, come
oh my god.
Yeah.
What has
Stupid.
Oh, did you actually roll the extra 6?
Yeah, I did. So that's 3, 6, plus another 6, so 12. Like, this guy is very strong.
Wait, hold up. Okay, there were D12s. I was about to ask, are you rolling it with strength?
No, I am. I am rolling it with strength. All right. So with his arm kind of like coming across, the Fracka just brings up his chainsaw blade and just kind of like narrowly bats it to the side, just kind of like dodging out from underneath. But even still, you can tell he's kind of shaken from that. Yeah, that's all Havoc is going to be able to do. So next down the list, it looks like it is going to be Richard.
All right, Richard's gonna call out and try to intimidate Fracka. All right, man, it's not too late to get out of this alive. You're about to get crushed to death. Just take your gang and walk away, man.
He just smiles.
He's a happy guy. He smiles a lot.
Yeah, he seems to be very cheerful.
Roll intimidation, see if that it's not gonna
Yeah.
work.
Are you? Is that what you were trying to do this turn? Are you trying to
Yeah, I'll
convince him?
intimidate him. I'm trying to convince him to run away.
Okay. Just letting you know, this is gonna be your action.
I know.
Hold up, is it coming with the minus?
Richard's like close to.
Yeah, it comes with a minus.
Do I have to?
If
Minus
you
what?
want to back out of
Maybe I wanna retake
intimidating,
my
you
action.
can.
No, I will laugh my ass off if this works.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna be like a -6 or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't think. I think what's more intimidating. All right, Richard just takes out his sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, no, I think the more intimidating thing would be the sawed-off shotgun that he got from the last round, and taking a shot at Fracka because he's right, kind of short, and close range too.
All right, go ahead and make me a shooting roll.
That's right, I did the wrong button first. Shooting kind of sucks. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta hit it twice. Was there a modifier 2 for the attack? What was that a modifier for 2? People were getting.
The what?
That was for
No
Luther.
modifier?
That was where he had a
No
Joker.
modifier? Alright. Yeah, that's right. Alright. So no modifier.
Ah,
Son of a bitch.
You can always use a Benny.
I only have one left. I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
Okay. All right. So right as you begin firing, I'm guessing you're just using one barrel out of your sawed-off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So fire once. He immediately just kind of like duck rolls out of the way, kind of like narrowly missing the blast anyway. Are you moving or anything?
We're in the back of an alley, huh? There's really not too many places we can go. Now he's using Richard's using Havoc as cover, like staying behind his legs.
Yep. Okay. All right. And with
So, yeah.
that, it is going to be. Let's see. Ah, yes. It is going to be Fracka himself. He is revving up his chainsaw arm, and he is going to try and go straight for you, Richard. So let's
Wait,
see.
is he next?
Yeah, he is next up. What's your parry? Richard, what's your parry?
I forgot where that's at. I know. I'm looking.
It's on
for
the
it.
character sheet.
Here it is. Here it is. 6.
6. All
Yeah, I
right.
got it.
Technically,
6.
he's going to spend a penny. Oh my
He gets a
god!
penny. You son of a.
All right.
I'm
So
sorry, Art. Is he gonna spend another penny?
no, he's not. So he ends up kind of like revving up his chainsaw arm, trying to like just like go with sort of like a diagonal slash. You actually kind of like lean back to the point where you nearly fall over, and just kind of like take a few steps back to where it's just like you're just out of range. He just kind of like gives a low hiss. He's like, "Try and do that again." And that's going to be his turn.
I'm gonna have to.
Next up is Rumpa.
All right. So I want to confirm that there's no. Is there anyone close to him that is vulnerable to EMP?
Then
Are you
Johnny
asking
will
me,
be
or are you
right.
Havoc?
asking everybody else?
Havoc.
Well, is
Is
he
Havoc
right
is
next to
vulnerable
Havoc,
to
or
it?
is it?
He is right next to Havoc.
Yeah, he's right next to Havoc. He's like underneath
And remember
Havoc.
that Luther played as well, so
Am I close enough to rush him and do a melee attack?
You should be.
Yeah, you should
Right
be.
there too, man.
I'm gonna try to put my cattle rod up his ass.
Okay.
that's right. Open him up for me.
My fighting skill is good.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a fighting roll.
Come
Wait,
on,
is
Chris.
his like? Is this? Does he have like a perfect like metal robot ass? Or like a?
What kind of ass we looking at, Holmes?
I mean, so technically he does have a robot ass. So it's very much kind of like his like torso,
His exhaust port?
his like torso, head, and one arm is organic. His legs, his back, and his other arm is fully synthetic.
So what you're saying is he has buns of steel.
Right.
Yeah.
I just have one question before I do this, hombre. Are you puckered?
Go ahead and make me the roll.
Come on, Christian. I believe in you. Secure.
With a raise too. Go
Wait,
ahead and
psionics.
Why is it psionics?
Wait, I didn't click psionics. Oh, son of a... I clicked fighting. Why did it do twice? Oh, the fighting doesn't work.
Oh,
I have a
but-
D8 dice
Oh
right here.
yeah,
I
that's
could roll.
right.
I got dice. If you
I
want.
got a dice too.
Forgot
Hold
about that.
on. 7.
7. Roll a d6 as well.
Okay, hold on.
That's your wild die.
4?
You got the
Okay,
dice roller in the
so
game too.
take the higher. That's a 7. That's still a hit.
And what do I
It
what do I
just
roll
doesn't
for
have a
damage
range.
on cattle prod in the ass?
Cattle prod is your strength, whatever that is, plus a d8. Wait,
Ooh.
no, wrong. 2d6. My bad.
So 2d6 plus my strength or what?
No, just 2d6.
Come
Wouldn't he
on,
get
Chris.
extra damage since he's a cyborg?
Yeah, it
Shoving
is
up his
electric.
ass?
And because of the raise, you get an extra d6 on top of that.
So 3d6.
So 3d6, and yes, technically this is electromagnetic. That is true.
So would he
Come
get
on,
more
come on.
damage on top
I'm
of
gonna
that?
zap your ass so bad that
Yep. Yeah, technically it's double damage.
I'm gonna zap your
So-
ass so bad that Windows 2000 feels it.
So it's
So it's
Territorial
28.
bastard.
it's 28 damage.
Oh my god.
Come on, Christian. I knew I could count on
Please
you.
tell me I killed him with a cattle rod in the ass.
Come on.
Come on.
This is what happens
He's already
when
shaking,
you put
right?
a finger in the ass.
Yeah, he is shaken.
Oh,
Let me see. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, that's
Well-
got to be ultimate wounds right there. I mean, he just had a
Technically,
cattle
that is
prod
3
through his
wounds,
ass.
but he has 1 Benny left.
Why
So
would
is
he
he
want to use
alive
it
and
after
just
that?
is he twitching? Is it, or what's his response, man? Is he
Hold up, I gotta make the roll for him first.
he looks back harder?
Oh my god. Okay,
He
That's
died
fine.
happy.
okay.
He died with a smile on his face.
So,
Fragga got fragged.
technically, he
Deep
is
frag.
not... He is not dead because he passed his spirit save for soaking a wound, which is what he's using his Benny for.
Explain
He
me
has
how you
2
soak your
wounds
ass with a
still.
cattle prod.
So he ignored one of those wounds. He still has 2 wounds, but he also has to make a different roll for... He has to make a vigor roll because it's a cattle prod.
We broke him,
The
guys.
roll is so big.
And let's...
I went for
see.
the XL on this one.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, he is barely not stunned. So you go for the cattle prod right up the ass, and you can see, you can hear him go, ah, as...
Is he still smiling? Is
Hold
he
on,
still
Otter, we need a
smiling?
replay of that. He went what?
Ah! But oh my god. So yeah, he is highly wounded. You can it almost looks like for a second he is about to go unconscious, but he is just able to to kind of
also
like stay
shaking,
awake.
isn't he?
Yeah, he is still shaken.
Really
But is he
shaking,
still
you know?
cheerful and smiling after that?
He's at half
Not so
mast.
happy now.
Hold up, Otter. Did he throw him a tip at least? You know.
You got the tip all right.
I usually charge for this.
He doesn't reply.
Okay.
All right.
Maji is
You
very
doing
excited
anything-
by all this action. I'm just letting y'all know.
You doing anything else?
Oh, Maji! I just looked at the chat. Maji said he is used to being prodded.
Are you doing anything else?
I lightly pulled his hair before running away.
Wait, hold on. Christian, you pulling his hair?
It's all
Kahuna,
one
you're killing
action.
Trippy.
Oh god, I couldn't have asked for a more disturbing person to go next.
You got me, man. Come on, let's bring it home.
Johnny, you're next. What does Johnny
Okay, perfect.
do?
You know
Next
what?
time I'm bringing a 2-ended cattle prod.
No. I see Roomba softening him up for me.
It's fucking
And-
disgusting.
Sloppy
And-
seconds.
No. It's time. It's time, people. Otter, I would
Oh,
like
no.
to use.
Oh, say it, Guna. Say it, Guna.
Robo penis.
I would like to pull out my 12-inch penis.
Are you detaching it, or are you just dropping your pants?
I am okay. So let's relax the movie. The camera pans in. I see my target. I reach deep into my pants, and you hear a click. And then, like in a fucking kung fu movie,
$5 foot long.
and then like a fucking bat. I'm ready. I would very much like to beat this guy's head in.
Yeah.
I have.
So for the rest of you all, you just see the synthetic floppy dick weapon just kind of come out. It seems
is-
like a halfway point between a device engineered for pleasure and a battering rod.
Hold on, floppy. Is this thing at half mast?
All right, go ahead and
Johnny, I
in
know you're alone.
Saints Row where it just like flops around. Like
Yeah.
what?
yeah, think dildo weapon from Saints Row.
No, but it goes.
All right.
hard. It goes
Johnny,
hard.
this isn't the time. Plus, he may like it.
Stormcrow, make me a fighting roll.
Yes, sir. All right, here we
Oh,
go.
there's no fighting. You can't do that. You gotta roll.
Yeah, you gotta roll physical die.
Oh, I can roll. I got you, Boo Boo.
Oh,
Or
wait,
use,
no. Hold on.
Oh,
I
he's
got
got
it.
it. He's
Got
or
it.
use the.
I got it. I got physical die. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
So it's whatever die your fighting roll is and a d6, and take the higher one.
All right, so my fighting die is D6, right? I see on my sheet. I got
Yep.
a D6 die right here.
Yep.
Okay? I'm going to roll it.
Okay.
You heard it?
Yep.
I got a 6!
Go ahead and roll it again.
All right, here we go.
Margie would
Got a
like
4.
to know if it vibrates.
Okay.
Margie requests for the female function.
All right. So go ahead and roll your second d6.
Yes, sir. Here we go. You heard that?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I got a 6!
Go ahead and roll it again.
Here we go. I got a 5.
I mean
damn
this
it.
in every context. I think this guy is boned.
All right. That is a 10. Which, yep. So go ahead and roll the damage dice plus another d6.
What is the
Now
damage
do
die?
that on the actual thing board.
Well, all right. What's the damage die? On the weapon? On the sheet?
Yeah, on the weapon.
Okay. It's D6 plus 2. Here we go. Hold on. Wait, I'm shaking. Okay, I am shaking.
It'd be 3d6, wouldn't it, Otter?
D6 plus 2?
It'd be
Yeah.
2 raises as well.
No.
razor.
So the roll was against his parry. His parry is a 6. So
I'm
4
submitting.
above 6 is 10. So
Okay.
it's 2d6 plus 2.
Did it go through?
I'm not seeing it.
All right, hold on. I think
It's
I'm-
Here, I'll do
2d6
it.
plus 2.
No, hold on. I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
All right, 10.
What?
10.
Ooh. You want to know what his toughness was?
What?
Was
11.
Hold
He's
on.
also
I didn't roll
wounded
my
and
dice,
stunned
man. I made a
with a cattle
mistake. Hold
prod.
on. I got it. Let me do it, please.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Jesus. You guys are scaring me here. Here we go. Damage modifier, 2.
Yeah.
At all?
God damn it.
I'm
Input
seeing
value.
Maji's
I'm sorry.
comments.
Can you do
Hold
it?
on. Input value. I had to retake it again. I don't know what happened. Input value. What did I put in modifier?
Here, you want me to roll it for you?
I want this to be my moment, man. This has
Here,
been the moment.
let
I've
me
been
Just let
me
him roll
copy
it.
the command for you to.
You just do 2.
Here,
There's a little button right there. It's like the D6 and a 2 next to it. You can just click on that.
there's a
and then add
command
2.
I can give him as well. Stormcrow, if you can
Yeah.
see this in the private chat, copy and paste this into the chat.
All right, copy and paste this into the roll 2d6 plus 2. Okay. With my dice?
No. Just
No, it's like a-
type that into the chat window on Roll20 and hit enter.
Sequence.
Right here?
Use Robo-Penis.
That's. Is it coming up? I don't see it.
I'm not seeing it, Stormcrow. Have you tried it?
You see it?
Stormcrow, not in StreamYard. This is in Roll20.
Oh. All right, so right here.
Literally, just
Right here.
copy paste
Just
that.
copy paste what I sent you into Roll20.
The suspense.
Okay. All right, here it is. 2d6 plus 2. Okay. With my dice? No, no, hold on. I made a mistake. Hold on. Input value. I'm sorry. Input value. What did I put in modifier? Okay. All right, here it is.
All right, let's see what this pecker mech can do.
Yeah, I don't think it's not working in this for some reason.
No. Include the forward slash before it as well.
It's like backslash roll. It's like a command
forward
prompt.
slash roll.
Okay.
Yeah, just copy all of what I have, like
I
forward
am-
slash and everything.
So sorry. 10.
There you go.
God damn it.
His toughness is 11.
What does that mean exactly?
It was the
It's
same
not
thing.
gonna.
Means it didn't hit.
Do you want to use a Benny to re-roll?
Benny, yeah, fuck it. I'm not letting this. Fuck that. Benny
Okay.
it is.
Nice.
And I'm not fucking it up this time.
Is
Not
his
this time.
is his
Just hit
is his
up on the
pump-
keyboard in the Roll20 chat. It'll bring you the same command.
All right, no, here it is. I put it again. No mistakes this time. Input value on the weapon. Modifier 0. What do I put?
Just, do the same command as last time. Paste it in the chat and hit enter. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a boy. Attaboy, Stormcrow.
All right.
That was a well spent penny.
Wait,
Worth it.
don't those dice
Worth
explode?
it.
No, not for damage. Not for
Okay,
damage.
never mind.
All right, Stormcrow, I'm gonna let you narrate this.
Okay. Okay. So the camera pans. I see Roomba stopping it up for me. I see all of you desperately trying to fight these guys off. I know they're not going to win. I have to take out the leader. And I know exactly what I need to do. So the camera pans to Johnny's pants. He reaches in deep. And you just hear a click. And then in the flash of rapid cuts, you see a fucking, like a serpent just swinging around the air. And then suddenly, ding, it turns into a fucking bat. And then I point the bat right at him. Before I kill him, Otter, does he say anything?
He just says, "What the fuck are you?"
Boom! Right in the fucking head.
Yeah, that would be my last words too. What the fuck?
And then Stormco blasted him in the face.
Just bad, straight up, cracking his fucking leg, and then hitting me in the ribs, and then finishing me off with like a fucking samurai stab right through the mouth, breaking his fucking teeth.
Oh, so he swallowed.
I like that, bitch.
Swallow your pride.
Next time.
You just hear a gagging before he falls in a pool of his own blood.
You guys realize we just killed him by double teaming. How did he die?
It
Badly.
both ends.
Nails is like laughing his ass off. Just he cannot stop laughing.
Well, all right. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn, Stormcrow?
I would very much like to take his fucking chainsaw and run right back to Havoc.
You're not.
Give me a war trophy.
You're not. That's gonna take a little bit of time to take his chainsaw. You can run though.
All right, but I want that chainsaw. I'm gonna run right back to Havoc.
Okay. All right. Well, he's dead. Let's see. Next up is who is next? It is the gang members. So it starts off with a few of them.
Wait, is it do I go next or am I still lower than them?
You're lower than them. The
Okay.
gang members drew the 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. the gang members are gonna round the corner as they're all beginning to attack. They suddenly see their leader dead,
Yeah.
and they also see the giant mech. There is a moment of silence before you just hear kind of like a series of shouts and curses as several of them just immediately start booking it.
Mm-hmm.
Only about 3 or 4 remain, and even they are in shock. So, Nails.
Okay, how far away am I to them?
You are about 20 feet away from them.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to, since I'm still at like full power points, what I want to do is I want to run up. I want to, while playing my guitar, I want to run up and then power slide into them while casting my burst ability, and I want to try to do it in such a way that I attack all 4 and hopefully kill all 4.
Okay.
Hold on, am I
Power slide.
between the two of them?
Actually, no. You're kind of like adjacent to them.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and make a psionics roll for that.
All right.
All right, that's a success. What do the gang members have to roll?
Let me look that up. They make an agility roll versus my psionic skill roll.
Okay, so they're gonna have to make a roll each of them. All right. So you've already rolled, I think. So agility for each of them. All right. So it seems like 2 of them automatically fail. One of them rolls a 4 and another rolls an 11. So let's see. What happens if they is a attacker? We'll go with attacker succeeds. Or yeah. In this case we'll go with attacker succeeds. So
Okay.
only one of them passes. So what happens to those who fail?
All right. They take 2d10.
2d10.
And if the damage type matters, it's going to be like Sonic.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll 2d10 for them. 8. All right. So their toughness is 9. That isn't going to be enough. You can try and re-roll though, if you have a Benny that you'd like to spend.
Yeah, I'll use a Benny.
All right.
Well,
if you have another Benny, you can keep rolling.
Nope.
All right. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. You kind of like right after that amazing display of something, you kind of like dash forward with your axe and just just kind of like take your guitar axe and like swing forward in very highly stylistic fashion. But even then, it produces little more than a gust of wind that just kind of like knocks a few of them back. Even then, it's not enough to hurt them, unfortunately.
So Nail says, think that's great. Watch this. He immediately does it, and now he's just on the ground, just in like a post power slide, like move, and he's just like, fuck.
Wait, so Nails just queefed on 4 dudes.
My electric guitar did, but yes.
Man.
All right. Now's probably a good time for us to take a bit of a break. as we're kind of like fairly far into this whole combat. So if it's good with you guys, we'll take a 10-minute break and then we'll get back to it for like probably another 30 minutes or something like that, if that works.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
What? Yeah.
Sounds good.
Let's pause.
All right. And for all of you in the chat, we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. So don't wait up for us.
Yeah, and by the way, I saw in the chat that there's Herman P. Hunter, the Lore Forge. Just want to let everybody know. Buy his book.
Buy his book, please.
Buy the
Very
book.
good. Very good.
And also, a special friend of mine in the chat, if he shows up, a Mr. Mind Flayer. Let's all give him a happy birthday. It was his birthday yesterday. He's now 39.
Oh, no kidding. Happy birthday, Mind Flayer. Is he here?
I haven't seen him yet.
It was still a nice shout out. You know, he'll
happy
see it
birthday,
later.
man.
I haven't seen him in any chat rooms around lately at all. So
He's been very busy. He's been very busy, like all of us. But you know, I still wanted to do something nice for the guy. You know.
So Anton, if you're still there,
Yeah.
that didn't really get, yeah, we had two very different experiences there. I mean, granted, you didn't have the same experience the leader had, but
Listen, okay. Serious question, guys. Was the reveal of the weapon awesome or what?
it was very on.
It was
It was
unique.
very on theme.
no, we gotta get Nails out of this situation now.
We're gonna save him. Okay, I still have my weapon out. Not all is lost.
What are the odds that Roompa and Johnny could intimidate them? Like come up, hey, who's next?
He suffers enough for me first.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab some food.
Me too. But Trippy, I want to seriously ask you: was it worth it? Oh damn it, he's fine. Oh fine, I'm not gonna be the only one here. See y'all later.
Christian, you dirty ass dog.
Well, I'm back.
I'm here.
I'm
Yeah,
back as well.
I'm back.
We'll probably go for about another 20 or so minutes to finish off this combat, and then we'll call it for the session. Time had escaped me a little bit, and I don't want to go for too long.
Aren't we about
Yeah, I was,
done with the quest?
I was holding it there for a while.
What is it, Billy Bob Sack?
Aren't we about done with the quest?
For the most part, yeah. It actually depends on what you want to do with everyone after it. So, yeah, technically after this you can hand in the quest right there, but it's up to you.
I mean, there's no reason for us to
Easy
stop.
15,000.
We got experience, you know?
15,000. Let's go. I want that money.
Easy money.
You know, Havoc, he learned that you can shove electric prods and dildos up someone's ass and they die, you know?
Oh no! I do not want
you
this.
know.
I do not want the fucking corporation blaming me for this guy fucking dispensing justice with a giant dildo. Okay?
That's gonna be the new weapons on all the standard models now. Come standard with the detachable penis. And he's 18 feet tall. Imagine how big that thing's gonna be.
Excuse me? I just got back.
It fires a pump action load.
Johnny come standard.
Does it come at all? That's the real question. Oh, dude.
Drippy, be honest with me, man. Was the reveal worsened? Was it funny to you?
Yeah, that's the first time he actually used the weapon, huh?
Yeah.
We never actually had a chance. It's been a long time in the coming, but it came hard. Came really hard.
Did. All over his face.
Killed him. Killed him good. It was good.
Did it Ken all over the theater?
Good thing I had that Benny.
I
We
have
had more Bennies.
Yeah, because he would have only died anally to a cattle prod instead of just
Yeah. Stormcrow was like, "Say hello to my little friend," with bennies.
He was more like the sheriff in Blazing Saddles. Let me whip this out.
You know,
That's
I
pretty
really
accurate.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was hoping that we were gonna find like a really expensive car, then I can just go full blown Walter with the weapon. You know, let's movie.
What? Find the gas tank.
Actually, with all of them coming and my bullets weren't working, I was about to ask if there was a car I could hotwire to mow down the crowd.
That would have been awesome too. Wait, I could have gone into the car. It would have been like a fucking mailboxes just whacking these dudes.
Hanging out the window. Hold on to my belt. Whack.
Yeah, just. Guess we're driving by.
Now, when I went to get him, I was going to throw an EMP grenade. I'm so glad that I couldn't do it because there were people around him. I'm like, well, I have this cattle prod.
Well, if at any point you're worried about damaging Havoc with an EMP grenade, you could probably say the safe word, deactivate them, launch the EMP, and then after the pulse is gone, you can reactivate them.
That's true, but Johnny was there too, so it would have gone.
Yeah, but it's still right. Like you're not turning off the.
Oh, that's right. I forget it'll hurt Johnny.
We got the safe word to turn him off too. So far he hasn't been demonstrating any
He's come close.
You know? Huh?
He's come close,
but he hasn't come lately.
So, like when we get back to it, freeze frame, it's gonna be Nails stuck in the middle of all those guys on his knees with his guitar, looking like the girl in that one meme, and we're gonna have to do something to save his ass.
We have to do everything to save Nails. He's too precious.
Also, we got a redraw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Also, Nails, or Anton. Don't worry, everybody during a game should have a moment of impotence where nothing works because of a series of bad rolls. I tried to kick 2 prone enemies in the last game and I missed.
That was fucking funny, man.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well, we must save Nails. Without Nails, there is no music.
Who else are we waiting on? Is it just Nikolai at this point?
I'm here. I'm back. I never left.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess in that case, if everybody's ready, we can continue with this fight.
Oh.
And
Last thing, Otter.
yeah,
I've been working my augments wrong. The stats for my gun, it's for each arm individually.
yes.
So
Yes.
it's like 6 shots, 3 from each gun, and I've been doing that wrong. But oh well.
Well, technically, you're only firing from one gun. You can fire using both guns, but that's when you start getting penalties, like -2.
Okay. I do have the eyes, but that only equates for distance. I need to see if there's a upgrade I can get that would help me with that then.
So do you just have one firearm augmentation, or is it 2?
No, it's both.
Oh, it's both? Okay. Yeah, you've technically been using it right, but you've only just been using one arm.
Okay, that seems like a waste. We'll see. I'll have to see about an upgrade for that. But anyway, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. In that case, we'll go ahead and continue. All right. So we'll go ahead and shuffle all these cards again. And we'll redraw. So first off, Nikolai, go ahead and draw. And then Nails.
Bro, you're gonna get bent over by those dudes.
Richard.
Not allow that to happen. Oh.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
No.
And then it's gonna be Johnny.
I got a 6.
Foxy.
Joker.
Nope, Jack.
Ricochet. And Rumpa.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What?
Wow.
What? Are you serious?
Otter's getting revenge because we killed his leader with fucking.
We double teamed him to death.
insane-
Oh my god.
We Eiffel Towered him.
Oh no! What happened?
Oh, this is unfortunate.
Oh crap.
All right. Well, technically, first up, it is Foxy.
Well, it's either no. They both have a Jack. Which Jack is higher?
Well, if it's the same value, then it goes by suit. Spade. It's spade, heart, diamond, then clubs. So
Okay.
spade goes first.
I shoot whatever. Which one?
All right. There's 4 of them left, and they're all in the same condition. So just pick one.
Whatever one he queefed the hardest on.
Okay, that would be the one nearest him. There's a vague look of disgust on his face.
At the queef or at the dildo?
Yes. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Come on, Billy. Bring it on home.
It's 2d10. I got a raised out of 6, right?
Yeah. So 2d10 plus 2d6. Plus a d6. My bad.
Yeah, plus a d6. And then plus 2, so 13.
13. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's just enough. Yeah. The guy who has a vague look of disgust on his face. You fire, and it's a straight up headshot. It's the back of his brains just like spatters his comrades as he just falls to the ground dead.
Alrighty.
Nice.
All right. And next up, it's Luther.
You know exactly what I'm going to do.
I know exactly what you're gonna do.
I throw 2 pipe bombs behind them.
Okay, give me a throwing roll for each.
Don't miss.
Don't hit nails, please.
Oh man, you're really good with those
Oh,
throws.
God.
Raised 3 raises.
So that's an extra 3d6 damage on top of that roll for damage.
11. 24, baby!
Well, whatever remained of the gang members, that doesn't last for much longer as they quickly explode into bits. And yeah, so Nails, whatever of the 4th protocol gang that is left in front of you breathing, that only lasts for about a second or two longer as you see 2 pipe bombs soar over your head and just make mincemeat out of all of them.
Wait, so we have like 3 or 4 of our gang member group is just covered in fucking guts and blood at this point.
Yes.
And
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
Yes. Still a better
Otter.
fate than Fracka.
I don't think there's a worse fate
Yes.
than in this game so far.
Otter, check your DMs when you get the moment.
All right.
Uh-oh. I assume you couldn't find anything for Johnny's attack and Gilded, right?
That is right. All right, and with that, each of you are out of combat.
Woo! We did it! Guys?
Havoc
Also-
just, shelves his guns. He just kind of like looks towards each of you. He, in particular, he looks towards. I believe it would be you, Rumpa. He just goes, "What did?" He goes, "What did that man mean by saying that I am a dog on a leash?"
No.
All right, Holmes. Hear me out on this, okay? He's referring to anyone who works for the system or the government, being a dog of the military or a dog of the state. Whether that's true or not, I can't say. But your job is to uphold justice, and so far the best means of upholding justice is to obey the law and be the arbitrator of such. I believe you've done your job today, as this was just a test run. I'd like to return you to your owners.
All right. Indeed. Well, in that case, it is about time that we return to Summit Inc. There is always another day to raid the 4th protocol hideout.
Otter, before we leave, I would very much like to see if I can salvage anything from Fracka to take with me. I want that chainsaw.
Yes, actually. So
Is there any
Foxy
point
also
in
sends a message.
searching the remains?
yes. 1 second.
Foxy also sends a message to Luther that he probably needs to take off the C4 on the robot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Johnny, on Fracka, you are able to take his chainsaw arm. That is actually an augmentation that you can get if you so want.
Johnny's like Rocket Raccoon. Oh, I'm gonna get that arm.
Along with that, you find 2,000 credits, a shredder pistol, metal armor, and 3 doses of a drug you know as Lucid.
Oh my god. Alright, hold on. All right. Lucid drug. I got the chainsaw arm, 2,000 credits. What else?
Metal
pistol.
armor, and a shredder pistol.
Metal armor, shredder pistol.
Hey, Johnny, can we split some of this up? I don't need everything, but I would like a little something.
You got it. Just give me
So
1
there
minute.
are also the bodies of 8. Yes. No.
Yeah, but
Hang
they're
on.
completely gone.
12.
Hold on. There's the bodies in the dumpster. About that guy we completely forgot about too.
Yeah, there's nothing you could salvage. Sorry.
Okay. I messaged Roomba privately. We will divide it properly later. For now, we have to have it back to the base. Havoc, can you please put me on your shoulder again?
As you wish. He just takes you up, puts you up on his shoulder.
I would
So
very
we're
much
returning
like
back to the station thing to get her paid.
Yeah.
I am Groot.
And I would very much like to investigate if there's anything fishy on him that I would very much like to take off. I don't know what it is.
You don't even have to do an investigation roll. You pretty much immediately notice that there are 2 charges of C4, one on the back of his head, the other on the back of his torso.
I motion for Havoc. Oh, and can you bring my partner, Luther, up here as well? I want him to bask on the victory of a good kill. And justice, of course.
Very well. He holds out his hand to Luther.
I climb up and remove the 2 charges.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got to make me 2 stealth rolls.
Oh,
How many bennies do you have?
2.
Okay, I have 2 as well. Let's make it count. Just in case. Oh, for fuck's sake.
There goes one.
We are nearing the end of the session. You can't use the bennies?
Yes, I'm using a Benny.
All right, that's 1
First
success.
removal successful.
And then there's the second roll.
Yes.
All right. Able to remove both charges, put them back in your pack. Just before Havoc notices anything, he eventually just turns his head around. He is like, "What are you up to, Luther?"
We are running a simple diagnostic on you, making sure you don't have any damage, Havoc. This operation has been a complete success, and we were all worried for your safety and education. Isn't that right, Mr. Jones?
Of course.
His head just
You
turns.
did well, Havoc.
You also did well. I am. He pauses for a moment. Thankful.
All right, good job, team. Let's get this back home and get our money.
Yeah, listen to the fat
I
man.
like money.
Let's get back.
All right. Unless there's something you all wanted to do, I'm gonna assume you all make your way back to the base.
All right, last roll for me. And this is where I want to ask you before I do it. I want to take a moment and see, with the 3 malware programs that I have, not necessarily hack Havoc, but basically program something into letting him know, hey, if we ever need you, we are like the gold clients, essentially. We're first-class citizens. And that if you ever need help, you can always call me. What role can I do for that?
So what are you trying to do exactly? What are you
Basically,
rolling for?
turn him into a potential, like an ally that would be programmed to help us in times of need.
You
if
don't
able.
even need to roll for that.
I don't?
No.
What?
Yeah, he.
Pretty much already got it.
So what are you telling him?
If I can privately message him, if possible.
You still have to speak regardless.
All right.
The most private you can get among everybody else is actually just walking down a random back alley, speaking as quietly as you can into your augmentation piece, into your earpiece, and speaking to him from that.
All right, then let's say I do. Let's say, scene later, as we're walking back to the corporation, I do that as quietly as I can. Havoc.
Okay. Go ahead and try and make me a stealth roll
Yes, sir.
as you start talking.
Yes, sir. I use a
Guess not,
Benny.
bennies.
I got 2 bennies.
Okay. Go ahead and use a Benny.
we go.
You have one Benny left if you want to use it.
I very much appreciate some bennies here. This is a good idea. I promise.
You can have a Benny.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Okay, last time.
you're not the stealthiest.
You can have one of my bennies.
Wait,
Okay, I
why
got
aren't we
the
giving him bennies to have him stealthily talk to him away from our group?
It's not necessarily
That is
that.
a damn good question.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god.
Never mind.
You have one
No.
Benny left, Stormcrow.
You want to keep it doing it?
All right, you know what? Fuck
Maybe
it.
it's not
I'm
meant to
not even
be.
gonna.
Take a hint.
You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna be stealthy. I'm not gonna be
Say
loud
it out
either.
loud.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell him.
Okay. So how
Luther
this
can hear
is
you.
working
Luther's right there.
is on your
Yeah.
way back, Johnny, you were constantly trying to find a discreet place to converse in that manner with Havoc, but at every turn, one of your teammates notices you, and you're immediately kind of like back with them before they can raise too much of an issue. After that point, you eventually come to the point now where you're just being open about it.
I simply tell him, I need you to understand something. The world you are entering is. There is no easy way to say it. It is treacherous. It is dark and full of gray. You need to understand who your friends are in the beginning and who you can trust. I want to be that person for you. I want all of us to be that people for you. You will dispense justice in Nexus City. I can see it. But we can be there to help you as well.
Havoc
I
just
will-
stands there for a moment, unresponsive, before he simply says, "Affirmative." And he keeps walking on.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. That's
All right.
it. That's Johnny's idea.
All right. And with
Oh
that,
my god, Maji. Okay, she doesn't know what DP means.
I know. I said I'm not going to explain it.
EP? What's that?
Oh god.
Someone, I'll private message her.
Oh, she's so innocent.
Here, let me show her.
Show her what? Excuse me.
What?
How close are we getting back to the place, Otter?
you all managed to get back to
No,
it.
wait. We don't want to go right back there yet, though.
Where are you going?
Luther has to remove
Why?
something first.
He already
yeah,
removed
You already did.
Yeah, he,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
did.
It's already moved.
yeah.
he did a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay, good. I missed that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, you all eventually make your way back to Summit Inc., where you get back to the warehouse, and you can see that Trevor seems a little concerned about your all's performance until he begins asking Havoc about your journey together, and in particular, he mentions kind of like the development between him, Rumpa, and Johnny in particular. And after a moment, Trevor just looks at all of you. He's satisfied and goes, "Very well. I'll have the credits transferred to your accounts right away." And with that, each of you gain 15,000 credits.
Wait,
Can I?
Hey, Foxy, I
Nice
think
doing
you
business.
should negotiate a bit of
Yeah.
a bonus for us.
No,
No, I think we got what we've done.
we're good. Let's
15,
just end it.
that's a lot of money for a little work.
Yes,
Just not push your luck.
let's just
By
go.
the way, is this the first time you're playing with that token? Or the second?
That's right. I wanted to make a point out of something. Sorry, Billy Bob Sack. This is
Oh,
no
yeah.
longer your token.
Oh no.
What's happening?
Hold up.
Uh oh.
Let me see if I can find it.
Thing is, frequency, I already know what it is, so.
I'm
Otter
afraid.
spoiled it.
Sorry. 1 second.
I don't even see your token anywhere.
There ain't no black protagonist
Where are you?
Nintendo games, boy.
Like in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Wait, he's black?
Here we are.
Oh,
What do we got?
Damn, Otter, you're taking forever to do this joke.
Well, I have to upload it. There we go.
who he really is underneath.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
excuse me, princess.
so we all like to think that this is what Foxy looks like, but no, son. That is what she looks like.
Yes.
Extremely attractive.
God damn, man.
I have some fucking questions.
And with that, unless there is anything else anybody wants to do, we shall end the session there with each of you all departing the warehouse and making your way back into Night City. More than a little richer than you were before.
Yeah, how much are we adding in again?
15,000.
Okay.
Can we do a little epilogue for each, just like a real quick one to end the session?
What kind of epilogue are you thinking?
Like a little vignette of each of us, like what we do when we leave. You know, like.
I mean, this
to-
isn't like the into a campaign. Otherwise, I would do that, or a one shot or anything like that. So we'll save what everybody does for the next session.
Okay.
right.
Experience?
Right. So each of you gets. Ooh. I'm gonna go with 2 experience for each of you.
Nice.
So does that mean we got a level up, or
You are level
do,
4.
do we have to
I
input that manually?
Yeah.
Or do I put that in?
Yeah. So add 2 onto your experience. You all are level 4 now.
How much total experience should we have?
Well, I'm looking for it on the sheet.
I got 13 now. I was 11.
It's not really there, I don't think. You just got to keep track of it.
Yeah, how would we be level 4?
Oh, you're not level 4. What? I was getting mixed up. It might have been where I was talking levels. So you all are at you all are still level 3, but you have 13 experience now.
Yeah, where is the experience on the sheet?
We've
It
been
is
adding it
along
as we
the
go.
bottom right of the sheet.
What was that?
Bottom right of the sheet. Yeah, and we can deal with that next time.
Well, down in the notes are down there.
But
I've
I'd
just been
like
keeping
to
notes
thank
separately.
everybody in the chat for joining us. This was quite the unexpected and entertaining session. Not quite dropping a nuke type insane, but just a little more disturbing all the same. So I'd
Well,
like to...
if you drop a nuke every time, that'll just get old.
Yeah.
gotta-
So we got to mix it up with dick weapons, of course.
Oh, there was one thing I wanted to do before we ended, and that
All
is simply pull Richard aside and remind him kindly but firmly, "Hey, hombre, I know you have money now. You better some of that better be coming back to the Coyotes. I don't want to be the one to have to remind you later. Okay, Inglés?"
Who says I owe the Coyotes?
I am a coyote, hombre. I show him the tattoo.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
good for you.
dun.
All right, see you around, Ripa. I'm on my way. Just walks away from
And
ignoring him.
And that's where we're going to end the session. All right. Well, until next time, God bless everybody, and thanks for dropping by.
God bless.
God
Good
bless.
night,
Thank
God
you for
bless.
enjoying our DP death.
Thank y'all. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Kung Pao. Konnichiwa.
Ciao,
Arigato.
ciao.
Ting tong